me.
But you plan on most things killing your character.
Yeah. Well, come on. Like, Lydia had a couple close calls. Like, got pretty close a couple times. Jermaine, like, episode fucking 1 was just, like, almost Terminatored. Like,
Yeah.
Christ. This girl gonna die. And she's got a plot picked out already. She wants to be up on the hill, third from the right, so that the sun just never hits this spot.
By the way, everybody, I think I'm back to estrogen dominance finally.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
Also, Pat, your camera is down.
Ah! Fucking annoying. Sorry.
It's okay.
I still haven't gotten a new camera.
There
That's
she
what it-
is.
On my
Everything-
to-do list when I have more than $15 to my name.
Everything
Listen,
got all
that's-
sorted out. You just swap prescriptions and you're golden.
Yeah, I mean, but it took some while to work out, right? So, like, obviously, it takes a few weeks to actually achieve estrogen dominance, right? So it took me a minute.
You outfitted them with heavy machine guns, and they just held the hill. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a couple mental breakdowns. That's why I haven't been streaming on my own channel past couple weeks. It's been pretty hard on my mind, but
But,
going to puberty always is, right?
I will say that both your foray into animating and Dougler's, for that matter, because they finished their piece as well. You guys have been killing it on the animated side.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was hired actually by Art Anemone to draw the animation that to do the animation that I'm working on. She's launching a Kickstarter. I think if you give us time to show her stuff, I'll mention this then too.
Sure.
But she's working on a Kickstarter, and this is a trailer for it essentially.
Good, I can use.
Called 12, the Oculus Eye, and it's basically a monster fucker TTRPG.
You had me at Monster Fucker.
Yeah, I mean, so your character is either a witch or a demon, and the demons interact with witches' minds, basically. Kind of like you have a headmate who's a demon, and both of you, as like a pair of PCs, can both like do fun romancy things together, or like work against each other in fun ways, kind of towards a common goal. But there's a little bit of play around with each other in the process.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's actually really
I'm currently in a campaign of that's got 2 episodes left with the creator of the game. And it's been really sick. It's a really good game.
I've watched as many of those as I can. I'll be honest, I think I missed the last 2 because I've just been completely out of it. But oh my god,
I actually missed the one 2 ago. And then I came back for the last episode, which was like a month ago now, because we had a game off and it's every 2 weeks.
Right.
Next game is tomorrow. And it opened up with me going on a date with one of the Grand Witches, and it was super cute and good and fun. And it's a great game.
Yeah,
Also,
she's gaming for me to be in a romance with one of the Grand Witches too.
Whenever you say Grand Witches, I think of the Grand High Witch from Witches. And it's just like,
The Grand High Witch would probably be more of the Arch Witch in this system.
Yes.
The Arch Witch is the witch that is like the leader of all of the witches. But the Grand Witches kind of want to overthrow her because they want to be the Arch Witch.
Everybody wants to be the Arch Witch. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, that's my character in the game.
Sick. You're a demon, huh?
Very horny.
Oh yeah.
Nice. I'm a witch.
Everybody thought I'd go witch, but homegirl likes to have horns.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could have seen you go in either direction, and this is pretty good.
And in an ideal world, I'll be playing this again, and I'll get to choose the other option.
Yeah. Honestly, same. I would love to be a demon. I was actually the last person cast in this game, and there were already 2 demons and 1 witch, so I was like, fuck it, I'll be a witch.
I mean, it really goes to show that it's like legit a quality game that we're even talking about it like this. Like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thrilled to be involved. I'm getting paid to make that trailer, and I might be making a demon subset of my own if we hit that stretch goal. So
Ooh, nice.
so yeah.
Without saying a price on here, you can type it into the Discord chat. How much is the trailer costing?
So I said 40 up front if the Kickstarter doesn't work, and then without actually saying the price, I think I might have that waiting for me if it kicks off.
Very nice.
Nice.
If the budget is approved through the Kickstarter, that's what we're talking about. And that's not taking into account the from the stretch goal.
Mm-hmm.
So
How long
I'm
is it?
paid if this works.
How long is the trailer? I'm asking.
The trailer is going to be 2 minutes, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like I'm asking these probing questions because I've wanted to have trailers for stuff for these shows too.
Oh, this is her being really generous with me. So this is not what I would ask of you if you were to commission something from me.
Okay, understandable. But I'm trying to get that ballpark range of what people think, because like your style, very cool for like a trailer thing. Because you've been experimenting with that One Change Stars campaign. That art style looks just double chef's kiss is what I was doing. I love it. Like that. Like your style has just grown so well, and it looks so good in that, and the colorations and everything is just amazing. Sorry, the Del Toro, or not Del Toro, what's his name from being the collector, just it's magnificent.
Yes. I totally.
I mean, honestly, that's true as fuck. Your art style is fucking fantastic, and I love it. Like, you're so good.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Now I feel rude getting praised as like one of 4 artists here.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
And I mean, all of you are amazing at art. I can't create anything remotely up to the same standard as you do,
Well, I don't know how to use
or Zoner.
Can I be heard?
You can. We can hear you.
Awesome.
But yeah, no. If you
Or
do want,
Shay, for that matter. Shay's
yeah.
way better than me too.
Shay's
Like, I can't create like that. That's not my bag.
However, I will say you're a musician, so you're on a totally different level than us. Not a level, but like a different platform. You're
Different
True,
wavelengths.
true.
yeah, you're still an artist. You're just doing it through a different medium.
You just do a different
and
project
I
with
really
it.
would like to get into creating music for like theme songs for those things. So like honestly, if you want to create a trailer, like let me try out
Make the music for it.
Yeah, let me try it out. I'm not sure I'll be good at creating the music for it, but I might be. And I wouldn't charge you unless it turned out good. In fact, I might not charge you at all. Just because I want to try it.
Have ideas and things to consider. Because like for me, like financial security is becoming more and more viable too. So the ability to think of these things is happening. But I say that before, knock on wood, OGL 1.1 comes out, and then I suddenly can't make any more content on here.
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, you're thinking about Pathfinder though, right? That's what I heard.
Like we could go Pathfinder. Cobalt Press said they were working on a new system. There's a whole bunch of stuff, but it is one of those things where it's like fuck, we're doing really well with Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and we were just about to start Tomb of Annihilation, and there's all this shenanigans that's like, yeah, you might have to put a hard stop to that, and it's like it would just be a matter of just going, all right, we're going to convert to something else, but it's still just a pain
Yeah.
in the ass.
You know,
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Like we've
actually
been
pretty-
planning Burden Creek for ages, and we're just about to launch it. And it's like that's a whole setting we were planning on like developing over years and then potentially publishing, and it's not gonna happen that anymore.
You know, it's kind of funny that all of this news came out like a month after Paizo announced that they were gonna start making D&D 5e supplements again.
Pretty much.
Like
yeah.
a month after Paizo announced that they were gonna start like transferring their supplements to D&D, like using the D&D rule sets to get the supplements that they have going that are super popular so they can monetize it. A month later, all of these leaks start coming out saying like, hey, if you do that, we're gonna make you pay like all of the money to us.
And we'll own it all too. Which is kinda like-
Yeah.
You can't fucking do that.
Doom and gloom aside, we should focus on the very positive thing that is we finally get to do the school dance. So I'm
I was
gonna.
playing the Monster Mash as I entered.
I literally heard the tail end of that and I smiled.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Shay, hello. Take it away, please. It's time for us to get rolling.
Ooh, yes.
Hello, everyone. I am Shay. I am the dungeon mistress, the storyteller, whatever you want to call me for this game of Things from the Flood. This is this. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm kidding. I just said hot when you said whatever you want to call me for this game.
Amazing.
I feel like this went over my head.
She called you hot.
Oh, I thought it was ha, like H-A.
No, H-O-T.
Okay, I got you. All right.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yes, this is the Stillwater Chronicles, Caught on the Other Side. We are, for this game, I'm going to go ahead and read over the principles of the flood, because that's a thing I like to do for each session, just so we all remember that we have certain safety nets and everything. But as far as the principles go, everything changes, everything falls apart. Essentially, the promised future of this setting has not come. Instead, things are breaking down and changing, and it's not the paradise it was meant to be. Number 2, everyday life is full of demands, boredom, and conflict. The players are teenagers. They have responsibilities. They have school. They have dance. They have to go to. They have jobs and book reports they have to turn in, all that stuff. Number 3, the mysteries are exciting but dangerous, and only you can stop them. For whatever reason, the teenagers are put in a situation where they're the only ones who can solve the mysteries and save the day for whatever reason. They're the only ones that can rescue little alien arthropods and prevent a rampage through town. Number 4, you are neither kids nor adults. You are teenagers. You are that awkward in between of not having the responsibilities of an adult, but not having the safety net of being a child. And number 5, the game is played scene by scene, much like a comic book, a TV show, or a movie. And finally, one of my favorite principles, the world is described collaboratively. While I may be the storyteller and designing the scenes and saying what happens and all this stuff, my players also get to say what happens and add stuff and help build the world along with me. This is a game where we all work together. On that note, players, please remember your X cards if something gets a little too heavy, because we can potentially, not saying we will, but there is the potential for us to run into heavier subjects. If something makes you too uncomfortable, slap down that X card, we will pause immediately and talk our way through it. Same goes for the audience. If something makes you uncomfortable, feel free to step away and come back when the scene is over. That being said, I would like my players to introduce themselves and who they're playing and who their character would like to catch a slow dance with.
I do not want to go first on this one.
Fuck it, I'll bite the bullet. Hi everybody, I'm Zonis, not safe for work artist / tabletop RPG artist. And I'm playing Jermaine Elliott, the Truth Seeker. And slow dance. That is rough because oh my god. I think just for the sake of how curious Jermaine is, it might be Joanne. Just because now she's aware that like, there's something attached to Joanne, and now it's like get a little closer to that.
I want to dance with the eldritch entity behind Joanne.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Fine,
god!
excuse me for people I know.
Honestly, poor Joanne.
Hey, Jermaine still adores Joanne, but it's also like
She's using you to
Demon
get to the
Daddy
shadow
behind
entity.
you, so hi. How you doing?
To be sure.
What's it
same
like
way.
having a sugar demon behind you?
Like I'm being pulled underwater constantly. Doesn't want me to talk about certain things.
Oh no, it's a controlling sugar daddy.
I understand it comes with some complications, but hear me out. What that tongue do?
Joanne just be like, waterboard me
Yeah.
constantly.
I'm so thirsty.
I'm sorry, Joanne's suffering, and I'm just like, hey, daddy.
Tell me about that suffering.
I'm gonna mute now. Somebody else take their.
Okay. I've been laughing this whole time. I should probably help Zonis out here. Hey everybody, I'm Tracy, party girl par excellence, and tonight we're going to fucking demolish this party and give a good send off to the fucking high school experience. And we're just gonna kick it with this Monster Mash. We're going to get everybody wasted, and it's going to be a time. So before we're kicked out for putting alcohol in the punch, I think Tracy wants to get a slow dance. This is hard. She wants to slow dance everyone because she's a whore. But I think cathartically, it would be nice to have a slow dance with Courtney. I think there's a strong enough emotional rapport there, and they've been through everything together. God, she should get a slow dance with Joanne in too. But I think there's just a little bit more romantic connection there. I think that would be the ideal slow dance. I think she wants a really raunchy dance with Astrid. And honestly, she wants a little bit of a freaky dance with Joanne and Jermaine. So there we go. That's Tracy. Oh, and I'm Spider Queen Long, by the way. Pat, some call me. You can find me on Twitter and a couple of other places. Am I allowed to drop links? I forget.
You can
Yes,
I think it
There's
works.
my link tree. You can find me a number of places if and when Twitter dies. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't because I've invested so much into Twitter. You can find me all those other places too. I occasionally do NSFW art, but mostly I am a safe for work TTRPG artist, and I'm breaking into animation now. Exciting. All right, somebody else take it off me.
All right. Hey y'all, I'm Crimson Galaxy. That's Krimsin because I'm not me without a little bit of sin, and I'm playing Courtney Cloverfield today. The rocker girl who just kind of like, she's been going through a lot. Yeah, as for a slow dance, honestly, I think same reasoning as Pat. It's going to have to be Tracy. Just because like there is that like emotional connection that we kind of have going with our characters, and I just feel like that would be fun to explore, but at the same time I also do want to dance with Astrid. I want to dance with Jermaine. I want to dance with Joanne. Like all of us are hot, and it's not fair.
So true, bestie.
Like, I limited
Alright.
it to one specifically, but it was like, I was also leaning towards Astrid because it's just like, Astrid was the first one that, like, I not only started having a connection with, but then at the same time was just, like, the most suspicious of, and then came back
Mhm.
around to being like, oh, you actually are trying to be helpful and good to us.
Yeah,
Emphasis on
definitely.
trying.
Plus, she was like, check out these fingers.
Emphasis on trying.
Before the arm got removed, I don't think Courtney was very suspicious of Astrid, except for like worried about like the being able to get let in through the main gate to the quarantine zone. She thought that was hella suspicious, but she wasn't sure what was going on with that. But it definitely wasn't, oh, gynoid. It definitely wasn't that. And now it's like, oh, gynoid.
I
Sorry.
guess I'll be next. I think. So I should probably introduce myself. Hi, I'm Duke93. I'm playing Joe, the Lone Wolf. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and Mastodon at Duke93. I have opened animated emotes, but I have not made a commission sheet for it yet. So if you're ever interested in those, just send me a DM and we can talk about pricing that way. As for who Joe wants to slow dance with, that is a good question. Because she feels really comforted when she's like around Tracy, even if Tracy does have her own things going on. But she also really, really needs to talk with Astrid. So I think I'm going to say Astrid.
I guess that leaves me. Hi, I'm Rendis of Party Wipe Games. You're currently here watching our channel, so hello, thank you. I am playing Astrid, the aforementioned gynoid. That is just your average, ordinary, everyday teenage girl, except for the gynoid part. She is a motorhead, which means she has a sweet van, and is prone to causing trouble and doing sweet donuts without looking at where she's driving. In regards to the question of who she wants to dance with, I took everybody else's answers into careful consideration because it definitely doesn't help me decide. I could just
It's not
throw
fun
it.
being in the center of a crucial decision, is it?
I know it's like oh no, they all didn't pick Jermaine for once. I could throw it for a curveball and name it NPC. just the end of the question upset. It's like yeah, Lydia. I pick Lydia. Find my target, destroy her.
Oh God.
I mean,
oh boy,
she
that'd be a
probably
twist.
probably still has to have some form of schooling.
She's probably at school. Yeah, it's true.
Like,
I don't think Astrid actually knows who Lydia is, though. That's the fun part.
well, that's the weird thing. If you know who Ashley Preston is, I feel like it's only a hop and a skip from Lydia.
That's fair.
Because
So
it's
how did Lydia not know who Astrid was then? Haha, got him. Yeah, reversal. No, stalling aside, I honestly feel like she doesn't have a slow chant dance pick. Not out of a lack of interest, but because she wouldn't be able to make a decision on that. She is very much the newcomer to the group, so like having to pick between you all while you have established cliques outside of Jermaine, who's also a newcomer. She probably doesn't have anybody in mind for a slow dance, but wouldn't turn down any offers. I know it's a cop-out answer, but it's probably the realest one.
All
Hey,
right.
real answer is fine.
Yeah. And on that note, last time, I think it's been about 2 weeks since we played.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Did
Last
we really
time,
miss 2 weeks
Been
in
a
a row?
while.
Oh, crazy.
I think so. Because we didn't play last week. Anyway, last time on Things from the Flood, our last session, you all had managed to get Lickaboo back to its mother shortly before a certain cyborg had managed to. At the same time, a certain cyborg was pursuing you. You were quick enough that you were able to send this infant arthropoid over to this creature before it had managed to catch up and attack. You then later discovered the mama bear, as you put it, trudging through nearby forests, injured, and looking for what was taken. While she is still alive, you all had opted to rest and recover a bit after a harrowing incident earlier in the day with a replacement android, with an android replacing Lucky, the
Janitor.
janitor, yes. And you all have a few things coming up this day. One, you have a dance later in the day. You have a book report you need to turn in, and you have to figure out what you're going to do about Mama and potentially Lickaboo as well. So, I feel we're going to open. Now, you all had spent the night together, correct? At
Seance at Tracy's.
Mm-hmm.
No. At Tracy's.
Yes.
The weird spin-off sequel to Breakfast at Tiffany's.
And with this little seance, you all had begun probing into. You had begun probing into Joanne, who had, over the course of the past month, been courting some other alien entity, unsure of what it was, and may have probed a bit farther than intended, or maybe you did intend to probe that far. However, I imagine you all eventually find yourselves asleep before morning comes around. Tracy, your mother did leave you a message that she wouldn't be home until the next day, which left you with the trailer to yourself and your friends.
Oh, well, that's very convenient. Did she leave it via the phone or in a physical message?
It was the note that was left behind saying
Oh.
that that she wouldn't be back. That she was spending time with. I need to find the name again.
Mom's got a date. Yeah, and I forget. Is this the day? Is one of the NPCs I've named recently is Brent, and I can't help but think it's this one.
It might be. Let's see.
I'm really bad with names, though, even when I make them myself.
Blake Redding.
Dang.
Blake
Oh,
Reddings.
Blake.
Okay, got it. Not Brent, but Blake.
Not Brent, but Blake.
A little better than Brent, honestly. Oh, my actual mom dated a guy named Brent. That's why I was thinking about Brent. Womp.
Yeah, but morning rolls around. Does anyone wake up first? What does the morning look like for our teenagers?
Astrid is probably awake as she doesn't need to sleep.
I can't help but think this is one of the only days in the entire year that Tracy is up a little bit earlier than the school bell. Not sure if she's like the first one awake, but she's certainly preppy when she gets up, which is a very serious departure from her behavior of late. She knows she's only got one shot at the Halloween dance to really ruin it for everybody forever. So she's got to make it count.
I think Courtney being surrounded by like friends and shit and actually like hanging out with people she really cares about, I think she's sleeping hard. Y'all are gonna have to wake her up. This is like the most relaxed she's been in a while, so she just went out.
Understandable. I think we wake up kind of cuddling. I might extract myself to run to the bathroom, and that might be my excuse to get up a little before you.
Fair.
I'm so sad because Jermaine doesn't have like a cell phone to have her ringtone be like blaring Dragula like first thing in the morning and wake everybody up. So not waking up. Oh, she has absolutely no metal music or like dark rock to wake up to. She's probably just gonna be an actual zombie.
Oh my! How would you hear it?
She can bite me.
Wow. Tracy has very popular like CDs of like very popular musicians of the era, and like maybe a couple rock artists too. She's got a lot of synth, maybe a little AC/DC here and there.
I feel like
music.
Jermaine waking up in Tracy's room right now with the way, like the wig and the music choice would literally just be Wednesday and Enid. Just like, your presence makes me vomit, and I wish I was dead. Good morning.
Duly noted.
I'm not sure if Joe would have slept well last night, or if she did, because I think that she said, "Hey, don't want me here. I'll go to one of your friends." Like that freaked her out.
What happened? Wait, sorry. What happened?
The I thing. He said, "If you don't want me here, I'll go to one of your friends." And just
Oh,
like, nope,
Yeah.
nope, you're staying.
It said, if you wish, you can pass the deal on to someone else.
And she read it as to one of your friends. It's like, no, that's not happening. It's not happening.
Yeah, I'll say Jermaine's not probably the last one to wake up, and it's just a complete shamble, just zombie state. Like, functional, but running makeup, just blotchy, just like.
Tracy hands you a cup of coffee and says, "Oh wow, you're ready for the dance already."
just grunts of gratitude.
Do you want some booze in that? I have Kahlua and let me see. Obviously vodka. I've got some whiskey.
God, we do have school to. Oh, my head. Oh, no, coffee is fine, thank you.
Anything I can do for you? You look like you're going through it.
Something went through me, that's for sure. What?
Entirely up to you to tell.
What? What did I drink last night?
What did you drink last night? I don't remember.
What the hell were you? I just know you passed me like 4 or 5 of them. I think
There's about
it was
6 of them.
rum and coke. It was rum and coke.
That's right.
Oh, today's gonna suck.
It'll get better. Dance is gonna be tonight, and that's gonna be fun for sure. I will make sure that it's fun. I will force it to be fun.
Aren't you putting more alcohol in things?
Of course.
Just gonna
Yep.
like.
Jermaine, you didn't have to drink it all. Joe's gonna look where her cup is, so she had like 2 sips and left it on the dresser. Like, I didn't.
It was good, and I haven't drank before. I don't go to parties.
Oh, that's gotta change.
I really
didn't-
find this concept of hangovers fascinating.
I didn't know what a sleepover was. I didn't drink with friends really either. If you want to know what a hangover feels like, imagine there's a hammer. And it's not so much swinging, but it's just being pressed against your head until it feels like it's gonna crack. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
There's your data point.
I'll commit this
Yeah.
all to memory.
I don't get them very much anymore. That's one of the joys of having high alcohol tolerance.
I think you also have to sober up to feel the effects.
That's not actually true. You can get hungover while you're drunk. It sucks. Trust me. I know.
I will believe the gospel of the drunk queen.
Woo! Represent. I don't have a problem. I muttered to myself.
I thought I've read everything on torture. Yeah, Jermaine will probably get up and just like it's a small place. I know you mentioned that, but just kind of point in the general like bathroom is.
Oh, yeah, the small door right over there. It's a little cramped, and you may have to move a few toothbrushes to find the soap. Sorry about that.
That's fine. And with the immediate mention of cramped, she has to suck in and twist to get through that doorway then.
Oh, and if you need to use the shower, you can use the pink shampoo and the white conditioner bottle. Don't use the blue one. That's Mom's. She gets very upset if I use it. It's expensive, apparently. It smells bad, too, not gonna lie.
Gotcha. Towels?
You can use mine. It's the, well, it's the one with the floral pattern. I think. No, it's the yellow one, sorry. Floral patterns in the laundry.
you'll just hear the immediate rush of water and a thud against the shower wall and a groan behind.
If you throw up, that's okay, but make sure it's not in the shower, because that no drainage. Please use the trash can. Or the toilet.
Jermaine is going through it.
And at the point where there's yelling across the house, I think Courtney wakes up and just like rolls out of the bed and is like, good night. Fuck. Walks out to the living room, kitchen area, and is like, coffee?
Coffee, I say, shoving a mug into your hand.
Oh, awesome.
For the record, in case anybody here was wondering, none of these mugs are from a set.
They're supposed to be from a set.
Sometimes they are. I don't know. I have a set of mugs. She doesn't.
Please tell me Tracy has a collection of those weird, movie mugs that McDonald's had for a while, like the glass ones.
I think she has 3 of those, but not enough to say it's a full like collection. And then she has like a couple of like stole this from the diner looking mugs, and just a whole mess of things, and all of them are chipped.
Beautiful, I love it. Queen of the 90s.
One of them is that like really aggressive textured plastic that you're apparently safe to just like toss in the oven, but like please don't.
The Hercules cups don't come out for 2 years.
Oh, okay, my bad.
We were just talking about the set of cups and stuff. It's like, those aren't out for a couple years.
Oh wait, those ones for McDonald's aren't out yet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh no!
Those were the specific ones I was looking at. I was like, the McDonald's Hercules cups. No, not yet.
Because I had the glass one that was Two-Face, and the quarter flipping had like a motion thing, and it made the handle. It was so cool.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
If I can find it, actually.
That is cool.
Astrid probably would have broken into the kitchen. And by break in, I mean helped herself to making breakfast for everybody.
Oh, shit.
You would find we have a very eclectic assortment of things and 3 eggs.
She used all 3 eggs and whatever was available. I will say she probably does not know how to actually cook food, but she is giving it the gynoid try of assembling things that she has witnessed people eat and has attempted to assemble them into pancakes.
Oh, please tell me you didn't try to make pancakes but create a Cheerio omelet.
Oh, why did you do this?
Yeah, there is an assortment of Cheerios, the 3 eggs. She probably actually used half and half instead of milk.
Oh, for sure.
There's probably some fruit in there.
Hazelnut flavored too.
Yeah, there's probably some fruit in there. She tried to figure out which of these counts as a breakfast meat, and it's probably bologna. Or if Tracy's family was truly on the poverty line, it would be the liver lunch meat.
Oh yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, it's the liver lunch meat, and there's probably a good slathering of mayonnaise on top.
Oh yeah, that looks so
Good morning.
good.
I have
hope y'all like it.
I have attempted to create breakfast for y'all. I hope it is providing sustenance.
Is that Swedish?
It is Americanized. I am doing my best.
Okay, cool. I love Swedish cuisine, and I'm so impressed with what you've done with the limited ingredients that we had to create it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know what Swedish cuisine is. That's the one with the. I turned to God, I'm so bad with names. Who's in here? Shit. Aside from Astrid.
I am.
Okay, yeah. I turn to Courtney then, and I say,
Swedish cuisine's the one with the fermented fish, right?
There's no shark fin, sorry.
Oh.
That's Icelandic.
Oh, good. I hear that's bad for the environment or something.
Incredibly. And also for your stomach. You don't want to consume spoiled shark fin that's been sitting in lime for months.
I feel like at this point Jermaine walks out in a towel, just like, good news, I didn't barf yet. Gets a glimpse of the breakfast and just,
I made crepes.
Oh, they're French. That's
They have crepes
dear.
too.
the bathroom. The toilet or the trash can, please. And if you use the trash can, bottle the. Okay, you're good.
there's just a thud, the audible porcelain click of the toilet seat, and just.
Hmm. Well, as good as this all looks, I'm afraid that it's just like outside of my dietary needs. So I can't help you enjoy it, unfortunately. Thank you for cooking, though. It is incredibly sweet of you.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna have two. Gotta work up, or gotta eat something strong to keep me at my fittest and finest for the day.
What
I'm
was
a huge
actually in it again? I like the mayonnaise knocked me so off kilter.
Yeah,
Um,
mayonnaise bad.
the eggs and she probably found like the liverwurst lunch meat.
It
There's
is
probably
just a rich fucking meal.
yeah. There's probably some like actual pancake ingredients. Whatever fruit was available in the refrigerator.
With
And then
mayonnaise on top of it.
she probably like dolloped it directly onto the lunch meat.
Fruit, liverwurst, and mayonnaise.
I'm sorry, there's only Swedish recipes in my databanks.
This is not a Swedish recipe. This is just her doing her best to emulate one.
Couldn't you like look up online a recipe, then follow it? I assume that androids and gynoids know how to follow recipes.
Wi-Fi
Good,
Wi-Fi
but then-
hasn't been invented yet.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point. Fuck.
Hang on, it's gonna take several minutes.
Yeah, I was
Dial-up
like,
sound begins.
she disconnects the phone cord and plugs it behind her ear, and you see her just make that horrible AOL screeching sound.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, we're 2 years off.
I mean, technically, the internet does exist. It's just not publicly widespread.
Technically, the internet existed from the 70s as a
50s, actually.
50s? Okay,
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
the Navy invented it for communication across the world, so they could like do that. But then they discovered that it was way too easy to hack into and like steal the transmissions. So then they were like, "Yeah, this isn't gonna work. We should just sell this instead."
Yeah, it was.
Now it's for porn.
It was originally military made, and then it got distributed to the government, and then from the government it became commercial. And yeah, the internet has been around for a while. It's just that us using speeds and stuff are a novel concept for commercial use.
That's
I
actually
think
really
at this
rad. I
point-
wasn't expecting a history lesson on the internet.
Yeah, but I suppose actually looking this up, a typical Scandinavian breakfast is usually an open-faced sandwich. So this is not what she made
So, like,
by any means.
avocado toast.
Yeah, kinda.
I think
With
at this
cod,
point,
poached
a
eggs, oatmeal, things like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm perplexed by the concept of fish for breakfast. It
It's
does not feel.
I mean,
bagel and
it
lox.
feels too light, right?
Oh,
Fish is too
bagel and
light for breakfast.
I mean, I'm a vegan, so I actually don't know what most people eat for breakfast aside from cereal.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
Yeah.
me too.
And really, it's kind of weird because it seems like it's only an American concept that breakfast is supposed to be super heavy. A lot of places where I look at what their breakfast stuff is pretty light because it's just supposed to get you going.
I'm pretty sure it's a quote-unquote American concept that is entirely derived from British and French cuisine.
Yeah.
Like, the Brits and the French probably do, like, just the... I mean, British cuisine especially has, like, just the weirdest breakfast shit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, yeah, so she's attempting to make y'all food, and it's probably not working.
Jermaine will
Yeah, we'll try to
go
nibble on
in
some.
the congregation, and just the growl of her starving stomach, now completely empty, staring down at the meal. And I think she'll pull out her magic 8-ball and just shake it and say, "Will I die from this?"
Do you have any potatoes? I might just cook up like a bunch of potatoes, slice them up and toss it in the oven with some salt, just because I feel like that would be much lighter and easier.
Can I just go for the starch? I feel like the starch is lighter than whatever this mess is.
Yeah.
5,000%. We have a bag of onions and a bag of potatoes. They're in the very bottom of the cupboard over there, underneath the bag of Cheerios.
I also feel like Tracy's the kind of household that has just the like 10-pound bag of rice that they stretch for the entire month too.
Oh, for sure. And we also have like bags of beans, like dried beans instead of
The
the
rice, the beans, you make it
That's the
work.
way to do it.
Mhm.
Heck yeah. Rice and beans are a staple in any vegan's diet.
For sure.
But yeah, so I'm going to cook up
You have to
some
push it up.
potatoes. I'm going to slice up some potatoes really thin, lay them across a cooking sheet, slice up like one onion, sprinkle it across the top. That way the potatoes get some of that onion flavor baked into it. Layer it with salt, and then put it in the oven for like 20 minutes at 350. Make sure it gets cooked all through, and then we got some like good ass bomb ass potatoes for anyone who wants some.
Did you want to toss maybe an onion in, chopped up with the potatoes as well? I feel like that would go really nice.
That would make it taste.
I
so
actually said that.
Oh, I'm oblivious. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Jermaine, in the crimson fluid of the repaired 8-ball, the die kind of rolls up and says, chances of fatality are 1%, 3% if you have seconds.
good.
Really low, and I'm pretty hungry.
It's actually really good if you eat the liver and the mayo by itself, and then the pancake on the side.
Yeah, Jermaine will do like the 5-year-old thing where it just like peels the whole meal apart and just sections it off on the plate, and you're like, okay, separate, fine.
The deconstructed.
Together, heart attack.
Deconstruct
or
the
or
foundation.
or implosive diarrhea. I'm not sure which, but
This is a constipation meal, let's be honest. This is not a diarrhea meal.
Astrid used less than lethal doses of salt.
It's true.
Not by much.
It said a pinch, and like this much is a pinch, right? Just getting one of these.
you
motions.
claw machine
Claw-
a pinch.
claw machine.
Whoosh.
Well, no, you just like take the shaker, pour it into your hand till it's topped to about here. No, I'm kidding.
I pinched the box, and the box collapsed in on itself and dumped all of the salt in. That's how it works, right?
I mean, as a truth
Oh,
seeker,
that's
salt
lethal.
circles,
That's
throwing salt over
lethal.
the shoulder's probably good. If you have an entire stomach full of salt, you're probably great. No bad luck for the day.
Yeah, it's not like, I think it's like 3 tablespoons or 4 tablespoons, something like that is a lethal dose or anything.
It's just the your blood has so much sodium in it. Whenever the ghost tries to stab you, it screams when it gets blood on it.
Yeah, vampire goes to bite your neck, just gets a little bit in there. She's like, ah, Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you?
Should I right kick my dinner breakfast?
Yeah. It's like I just licked the ocean's butthole. What the hell?
Yep, it's something.
Something.
0.5 to 1 gram per kilogram of body weight.
I am ready to suffer through this day of school.
Would you be able to stop by my place before school so I could just grab a change of clothes?
Yeah, of course. Of course. Wait, I'm not the one driving.
Asher, would that be cool?
Yeah, I feel so.
Thanks.
If we're not dying from breakfast anymore, what do you say we hightail it out of here?
Yeah, it's time to go. We have a whole busy day ahead of us.
Yeah, we do.
Right. So as you all set up and leave to engage in your school activities for the day, some time passes after you all drive off, and not too much later, a figure is seen stepping into the empty trailer after you all had left. And as this figure moves through, the vision changes, and we see that sort of Terminator view again of it kind of scanning the area, picking up signs of recent activity before the sound of a vehicle rolling up is heard. And we see Tracy's mother exit the car and head towards the door. However, as she enters, the cyborg is nowhere to be seen inside. The scene cuts again over to the teens. You had spent your time dropping folks off at school. Did anyone need, or dropping folks off at their respective homes, picking up whatever they need? Did anyone want a scene, or should we just move on?
I'm good.
I don't know. Is it possible for Courtney to get home and change without a scene? Because there's a lot going on in Courtney's house right now.
That is true.
You should take it, yeah.
Alright, I'll take it.
Okay, so as you're swinging by Courtney's trailer, we rewind a little bit because it's the same trailer park. As you approach your home, Courtney, you see a white van outside, and the sounds of shouting as a pair of what appeared to be assistants or orderlies of some sort, holding down or trying to move a struggling man out of the home, screaming and shouting that they're in the TV, that they're still out there. You recognize your father being dragged out of the home. Do you wait for them to pull him into the vehicle and start to leave, or?
God, that's such a tough situation. honestly, I think she would be a coward about it. I think she would wait until the yelling isn't going to fuck her up. I think she would wait till he's in the vehicle and then like get out and run inside as quickly as possible. And just be like, Mom?
Alright, so you wait as he shouts, "They're in the GV!" And as he's pulled closer to this vehicle and pulled inside, you see them trying to strap him down to a gurney to keep him from hurting himself or anyone else. But he's shouting, and he's like, "You have to let me go! They're still out there! You leave the rest of them alone!" And for a moment, just a moment, his eyes fall on you where you're holding back. And you see him mouth the words to something. What does he say in your direction?
Jesus Christ. Oh.
The knife is in your hands.
Oof.
You can pass it back. You can let me decide too if you want, but I wanted to give you the opportunity.
I think he would mouth something like that, like, "They're after you, be careful."
They're coming for
Yeah.
you next.
Yeah. Something along those lines. I think like I'll pass it back to you, but the general idea is maybe Dad isn't so crazy and he is actually just unable to articulate the way that he would want to, even though yes, he does have serious problems now, but it's possible that he actually can see or sense what is actually going on. Like,
Okay. So you see him mouth the words, you see him mouth the words, "They're out there. Don't let them catch you." And then the door's shut. The people handling him have their hands full. And as this is going on, you see a doctor speaking to your mother at the door as you start to run up, and you do hear, "Don't worry, Miss Cloverfield. Your husband is in good hands," and gives a nod and starts to turn. Glances briefly over in your direction before walking into the passenger side of the vehicle, and the vehicle begins to drive off. Joanne.
now I have one question really fast.
Yes.
Is this the same kind of white van that's been like following us around? Is this the same kind of white van that I've been suspicious of the entire game? Like, are these those people?
Make me an investigation check as you
All right.
look to the van.
2 successes.
2 successes. That means you get to ask 3 questions.
Yep. And I'm
Investigate.
pulling up the cheat sheet because I had totally forgot to do that before.
Yep, no problem, no problem. Is this the same van? I will take that as one of the questions. Not the exact same, but it has a very similar make. This one appears to actually have a license plate and actually appear to be um, uh, putting on the air of officiality.
Hmm. Well, even though huh. Does it seem like they actually care about his well-being? I know that's not one of the questions, but the questions that it lists here, I feel like don't work for this situation.
Yeah, that's a little more empathized because you were investigating the van, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll allow it. Yeah. Glancing towards the people, his well-being. No. His condition. Yes.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask another question. I think that's enough. I'm going to walk up to the porch now and just be like, "Hey, Mom. I see you pulled the trigger on this, huh?"
She looks in your direction and she looks very tired. She smiles sadly. You can see her kind of cradling her right hand, wrapped in a band, all bandaged up. She lets out a sigh and says, "He's too far gone. This is the best thing we can do for him."
Yeah. I mean, the second he hurts you, it needs to happen. I can't let you be getting hurt by someone who's supposed to love us. It makes sense. Are you okay?
I'm doing fine. Go ahead and give me an empathize roll for her. Also, Joanne, as the van drives away, you see some words on the side of it that say Stillwater Mental Hospital and the logo for the hospital, which appears to have a loop around a hospital sign.
Joe's pale and kind of standing there very stiff.
You get to ask 2 questions about your mother.
How does she feel?
She feels sad, worried, definitely not okay, but is putting on the brave face for your benefit.
What will she do?
Looking at her, you get the sense that he is probably going to take some time to adjust and try to figure out her new normal. But you also realize that she has a she has a child to take care of still, and even if they haven't yet gone to college, and has to manage maintaining a home, which she has been doing for a while, without without a well-off provider that had formerly been working at the Loop. So she's probably going to go through a period of adjustment while trying to juggle maintaining a lifestyle.
Yeah. So looking at her, I'm just gonna like not even say anything else and just give her the biggest hug I can because I know she needs it, and probably start to cry a little bit and just like have tears start to form, but then I like, because I do have to go to school and everything, I just like hold her for a second, then just like wipe my eyes while I'm still on her and don't let myself actually into the moment, just like trying to keep myself from that like emotional breakdown after giving her like the biggest hug I can, and just say, it'll be okay, Ma. We'll be fine. We'll be better now. I need to get ready for school.
You feel her squeeze back a bit firmly with her good hand, and she gives a nod while still holding you. And when you mentioned you have to get ready for school, she lets you go and gives you that same sad smile and says, "I know, you'll do good.
I'll do my best.
We won't let this pull us down." And she gives a nod, and you see that she's also holding back tears with your empathize roll, still trying to maintain a look of strength, but
She's
know
my
she's
mom. I read her like a book.
Yeah, you know she's probably going to cry a bit once there's no one else around.
Definitely.
She gives she steps aside and gives a nod to your friends as well and says, "All right, you get ready for school, and I'll see you later today."
Yeah, well, I don't know. There's the dance tonight, and even though this really is hard, I'm still going. I'm still going.
Good.
We've been planning this for weeks, going as a group, so.
Good. You spend time with your friends. You enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Alright, well, good luck with everything today. Take the day off and take some time for yourself and make sure that you're getting taken care of, and just like do some self-care, okay?
I will.
Okay. And then I'll go inside and change really quick and grab my backpack and head out.
Does anyone else want a scene before we move on? Or talk with Courtney?
think Joe's too shocked and in her own world to talk to Courtney, unfortunately.
Yeah. It took me a second to process that, but yes, I think I do want to speak to Courtney before we move on just a little bit. Largely when she's on her way back to the van to regroup. It's impossible that we didn't see at least some of what happened. And
I mean, Dad was yelling. Y'all not only seen, but definitely heard him.
yeah. I think I'm standing at the door waiting for you, and I'm kind of just like standing without saying anything, kind of looking at you with open eyes, and potentially after a pugnant pause, I would kind of just look at you and say, "Do you need a hug? You need a hug."
I mean, I do, but if you give me a hug, I'm probably gonna cry.
Do you not want to cry? Because I would be fine with you crying.
Yeah.
I think you deserve a cry, I say as I move in for a hug.
Alright, I take the hug and just like squeeze into her, and honestly, the tears just start falling because I'm not trying to be strong for my mom anymore, because I know she's feeling just as fucked up, if not worse than me. I didn't want to put my emotional burden on her. So yeah, I just let go and I start bawling my eyes out into Tracy's shoulder. I knew this was gonna happen. Remember how I said I got that phone call from my mom yesterday? I knew this was what it was about. Yesterday morning, he started freaking out like this. And he actually grabbed me and pushed me up against the wall, and my mom actually like pulled him off so I could get out and get to school. And
I knew it was
I
bad.
don't know.
I had no idea.
Yeah, this needed to happen, but god damn, I'm so fucked up.
There's no way not to be fucked up after something like this. This is some seriously heavy shit, and I'm so sorry that you have to go through this.
Yeah, it's life, right? This is what life is. This is what we have to get through just to be able to survive. Everything's always fucked up and impossible and hard, and there's nothing we can do about it. It's what it is. And we have to live through this shit. And that's life.
Yeah. But there's good parts of it too. And, we can't control what the fucking world throws at us, but we can always find little respites and bits of peace and happiness in spite of the pain. And I hope that we can find some time tonight to enjoy ourselves, despite everything.
Me too. Honestly,
We need
without you in my life these past few months, I don't know where I would be, what I would be doing. Fucking
I feel the
thank
same.
you for being here. You're like a fucking rock. I feel like you're the only one I can count on.
You're amazing, and you've been here with me this whole time, and you're my rock too. Fucking rad. And I want you to be so amazing and be world famous as a rock star and or punk rock star and fucking, you know, get all the record deals and shit. And just be fucking amazing and you deserve that. You deserve so much more than
So do
everything
you.
the world's thrown at you. You fucking amazing human being.
Thank you.
Tracy.
You deserve more than what you get too.
Yeah, we both do. We're both gonna get it. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's get it together. Let's make this world our fucking bitch.
Goddamn right. I think we're both kind of like sitting on the side of the inside of the trailer end of the van now, kind of just chilling up against the wall, hugging
you-
each other as we're driving.
Would you like to make a lead roll?
Yeah, you know what? I think I shall. Oh god, I just realized I don't have Roll20 open this whole time. That always happens to me. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Do.
Yeah, because even though I don't have any conditions marked, I'm definitely gonna mark upset over this because
Real.
just like, yeah, how could I not? Like narratively speaking.
Yeah. All right, there we go. That's a single success. Better than nothing.
With that, you may either clear a condition or add 2 dice to a dice pool on a roll later.
Right, Okay, hear me out. Sin, do you think it would be a little gauche to remove upset immediately? Do we
Dude,
want
I
that
don't
plus
want to
2?
do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to remove upset. Like,
I don't
no,
think
I'm
that-
fucked up today.
Yeah, I don't think that's appropriate. I'm gonna say that's a +2 to a future dice roll that either of us, presumably you, make.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds good.
All right, sounds good to me too. All right, so yeah, I think we hug it out and have an emotional moment in the back as we get to school.
Yeah.
All right. And
Worth noting. I don't know if I should have declared this earlier, but I have whiskey, vodka, and Kahlua. Actually, no. I think I'd have left the Kahlua at home. Let's see.
You got a whiskey drink, you got a vodka
Vodka
drink.
Yeah.
What are the rest of the words to that song?
Well, I mean, you know, the idea is that I'm ever clear. Ever clear.
Oh, that shit's strong.
Yeah.
It's like
I've
the
got-
nastiest shit, but kids get drunk on it because it's cheap and strong.
I've got Everclear, a flavored vodka, and whiskey in my bag. Probably like Jim Beam.
Yeah.
Hidden underneath books.
Ooh.
Not my first time I've smuggled booze into the school, but probably one of the biggest loads. I've got some gym clothes in there too, covering it up.
Okay. Did anyone else want a scene, or shall we move on to school?
Do you have a question? Would Jo be able to get into her house and out without her parents noticing, or?
Would you like to? You know what? Give me a stealth roll.
Roll for
2 successes.
Yeah, I think you got
Yes.
it.
Not only do you sneak in and out, but you have a bonus, which you can give another success to another teen acting at the same time, or you find something unexpected or more of what you were looking for.
I kind of want to say unexpected, but kind of scared what the unexpected would be.
Would you? What did you go into your home for?
Into change, then probably leave a note on the counter saying, I stayed the night at a friend's house. There's going to be a dance night at the school, so I might be home late.
All right. So you slip inside. You're quick and quiet. You do hear one of your parents moving around, but you're able to avoid them for the most part as you move inside and collect your things and leave this note before you start to head out. As you're collecting your things, there is a moment where you hear not an unfamiliar voice singing, and it's still a voice you don't recognize as far as who it belongs to, but you've heard it before in similar episodes that one might consider psychosis. And you just hear them singing, some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. And it sounds like it's coming from around you. And you don't see anyone. It sounds distant and nearby at the same time, like an echo. Roll me a comprehend.
Oh dear. 1 success.
1 success. When you glance upward, you catch the reflection of a mirror, and in the mirror, for an infinitesimal moment, you see the other side, the run-down, decaying, overgrown version of your home. And in that reflection, glancing briefly towards the mirror in your direction, is a figure that is not you. They are shrouded in a hoodie. You can't make out any particular details of who they are. A few strands of hair kind of dangling out from underneath the hoodie because they are wearing a paper mask with a smiley face drawn on it. And in that same brief infinitesimal moment, as quickly as it came, it is gone. The distant voice disappearing into an echo. You're unsure if you even seen it in the first place.
Joe's gonna take a deep breath and whisper to herself, "Who are you, David?" Before she sneaks outside, leaving her note.
You leave the note. You step outside again, rejoin your friends.
Yep.
All right. Anyone else?
Nope.
All right. So you make your way to school. What is our first period? What class do we have? You do have a book report due today as well.
Oh God, I know we established what the first period was, but I
We
think
had
our only
homeroom.
shared class is English, question mark? Or am I wrong about that?
We had established a homeroom being first. And then, yeah, we do
Yeah.
have the English class for book reports.
I think the English was after lunch.
If I remember right, like there were days where like high school had different like each day wasn't the same because there were different classes for each one.
Yeah, because there was like a A period, B period, C period, D period, and they would just kind of switch A and B each day and switch D and C each day. At least that's what they did in Canada.
Yeah, but it was like English would be like, you know, second period on one day and then like fifth period on the next.
Oh, mine didn't do it like that.
Oh,
But they had the
mine
A,
didn't do
they
that.
had the A and B for sure, where it was two sets of classes. On
Yeah, we had
alternate days.
ABC in my high school, and you know, C days were swim days because we had an indoor pool. And yeah, suffice to say, I fucking hated those days, even though I love swimming because oof, locker rooms.
It's hard to
Locker
say for me
rooms.
because I was in a charter school during middle school, and then when I switched down to Florida to go to high school, I was kind of like split between a bunch of different classes of like a bunch of different grades. Like I was in classes with seniors when I was a sophomore, and like shit like that. So it was like I couldn't tell you how that works.
Also Florida.
Yeah, no, Florida completely destroyed my education. I was in a charter school and in the National Honor Society, and I finished first or second on all of my test scores in all of the AP classes. Switched to Florida and literally did not learn anything in high school because my middle school had better classes than any of the classes in Florida's high school.
Yikes.
That checks out. However, as you all sit in homeroom, the announcements go through. There is a brief moment on the announcements that you hear. That you hear. You hear the principal telling everyone, and remember to be safe during the dance later tonight. And another saying that the investigation at the in the baseball field has been concluded, along with another announcement informing everyone that the boiler room is currently off limits. Please don't go. Please, we've had some incidents of students sneaking down there, etc., etc. Is English the only period that you all have together?
Think so, other than homeroom.
Yeah, that sounds right to me. I think some of us
Yeah.
have other shared classes, but I don't remember which.
Yeah, we might have shared classes spread out, but that English is probably the one where all of us are together.
We legit should have made a schedule. I feel stupid not like writing this down.
It can be
Right.
whatever you all want. That is
Well,
that
then
is
I'm
still up.
definitely in jazz band. Like, I'm definitely in jazz band in this, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah. For sure. You are the jazz band.
Mm.
Well, honestly, I would more classify like the bass player and drummer being the heart and soul of a jazz band because like they have to keep the tempo and rhythms despite the fact that jazz by its very nature is chaotic in terms of tempo and rhythm. So I just feel like they're more the jazz band and I'm just kind of the jagoff that stands in front of them and does weird noodling shit.
Yes.
But yeah, I think English, maybe we have the same lunch period. I know high schools typically have like 3 different lunch periods depending on the size of the school.
Yeah. I mean, I had 3.
Same.
Mine had 2.
Mine just had 1.
In fact,
That's
I
crowded.
almost want to say that we do all have the same lunch period because just like
Yeah.
in one of the more recent episodes, we took off during lunch,
It's true.
which means that like
Yep.
we have the same lunch.
That makes sense.
You know what?
All right, you know what? We should write
You
this
all
down
make
now.
it. You all make it to lunch period.
We make it to lunch period for the
Alright.
sake of getting to this dance before the episode is over.
Yeah.
Oh, is English after lunch?
Sure.
I
Yeah.
think it was before.
It is now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm writing that down. I'm sure it switches depending on the day.
Mm.
Alright. You all are sitting together at lunch during this period. You're enjoying your meals. There is a bit of a commotion at another table within the cafeteria, but it's always pretty noisy.
Looking for Hugh.
Looking for Hugh. Hey, how's it going? You're looking for Hugh. You actually quickly find him in the middle of this commotion as someone is, not just someone, but several people are taking his food.
Joe's going over.
You start to go over, and you hear him talking. He says, "Hey, can I please have that back?" And you recognize these are the same bullies from before. Oh, this is where we heard Brent. But you recognize Kevin,
Oh,
Brent, Chad,
Brent.
and Chet.
Guys, give him his food back.
One of them turns around. This one's probably chatting. And he says, "Why? He owes us some money."
I don't see any reason why he would ever owe you guys money. Just give him his food back and leave him the fuck alone. I'm tired of you guys always causing issues.
And what if we don't? Someone else says. One of the other ones says, Kevin, probably.
Takes a deep breath. Then we'll have a problem.
Kevin steps forward again and says, "Yeah, and how's this problem gonna go?"
Signa's going to appear
I
behind
would
him
like
and
to-
put a hand on his shoulder.
Sorry, I heard a bunch of people at once. What was
Signa is going to be immediately behind that one in particular. Yes, thank you, Astrid. Other Swedish girl. Astrid is going. And last time we played this, I was always calling Signa Astrid. Anyways, Astrid puts a hand on that particular one's shoulder, just in the response.
When he steps forward, is it possible to use those 2 banked dice in addition with a force body roll to just run forward and tackle him? Because I don't think Courtney is in a good mood today.
Yes.
Signa's going to see that and just take a hand off the shoulder and step back.
Okay.
Alright. So I'm just gonna roll it with my notepad and pencil because that's the 2 bonus dice. A 0. I'm gonna push
Okay.
And still 0.
Still
All
0.
right. I'm exhausted now.
All right.
So I
So
just like, yeah, take it.
Hmm.
So like, probably I come up with the intention of knocking him down, but I push him and I move backwards.
Okay. So you.
I'd like to step in if this becomes something more, but I'm gonna hold back until it becomes an actual conflict of some sort.
It's about to.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
So at this point, it's going to become trouble. So Signa, you walk up with the intent to try and intimidate him and back off as you did before the other day. Before anything can happen, as he is rushed. Did I say Signa now? Astra?
Yep.
You did.
Yep. Other Swedish girl. Sorry. Courtney. You run up trying to tackle him. This guy is fairly athletic. Owing some of his popularity to being a jock. But he's able to brace for the impact. And
Does it make you feel big to pick on people you know are smaller than you?
then he
What the fuck is your problem?
in response he says, "I want you to know I'm a feminist and have no problem fighting girls." And and then we're gonna.
God damn it. Oh. Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah.
everybody, we are entering trouble. I declare what's at stake. I declare the stakes. The stakes are what will happen if you fail. High chance of detention and potentially some bruises. Threat level, I declare. This is normal. These are just other teams. You're not fighting aliens or anything like that. So this is 3 times. You need 3 times the number of successes per team. That would be a total of 15. And now, the out of character part, you get to decide on your plan. So talk amongst yourselves, decide what you want to do.
Well,
It was short, so she's going for the deck punch.
Okay, so my plan is actually to come in here at the very end after everything resolves. It's after like all the punches have been cast and like move people away from each other and say, everybody, please, it's time for we're having the ball tonight. Or the dance tonight. We do not need to be starting bullshit right now. That could get us in trouble and potentially kicked out from that, or like get them to cancel it in general. We don't need to involve the principals or people in this.
All right.
I'm going to be the closer, is my thinking, and that'll be a lead role, hopefully. To
Yeah.
get things to settle down. After a few good punches I landed.
I think that I can see lead working. I think charm. Yeah, I think charm would work a little bit better.
Not actually same dice pool. Wow, why is my charm lower than? Could I potentially make it a contact and say that I know some of these people and might be able to wield something against them if they don't shut up?
You can. Who would your contact be?
I mean, hypothetically, it would be the lead bully that I have some sort of dirt on him or some sort of I would know something that would benefit this situation by virtue of knowing this person. If not, I could just make it a charm roll. That's also fine.
Yeah, contacts reaching out to someone you know who can step in and help you. Which is perfectly fine. We just need to decide who that is. But if you're trying to get them to back off, that would be intimidating. A form of
Would I maybe
intimidation.
know
I would
his
say
sister
charm.
or someone who he would be suitably embarrassed by? Ooh, I know his girlfriend. I'm
Okay.
actually somewhat friends with his girlfriend, and she does not like it when he behaves like this.
All right, and who is? Let's give them a name now.
Maggie Thorne. She's in my second period class. We compare notes, and she's just one of my other friends. We don't hang out all that much, but we're pretty close.
Cool friend.
Yeah, school friends. What's this guy's name?
The one that was the
The main bully. Yeah.
Kevin's the one that was tried to tackle. I believe Brent is the one that you had intimidated the day before.
I'm gonna say it's Kevin's GF because we intimidated that motherfucker. Could easily do it again.
And
I'm gonna make the contact roll now to see if yep, there we go. Okay.
Hold off on the rolls right now.
Honestly, I feel like my intention is going to be to empathize so I can pick apart his whole demeanor and understand why he's acting like such a douchebag, and then air everything out in front of all of his friends.
And his girlfriend.
Okay. So we have an empathize and a contact roll that we're going to be doing. What about everybody else?
Joe's going to hurt him. Like I said, take a punch. She's watched lots of movies. She learns the fighting that is then the only thing she learned for that sexual use is don't play dirt or don't play fair. Fight dirty.
All right, so that would be a force body.
Yep.
Fight dirty. That's what he said. After 27 beers and 30 cigarettes.
Astrid and Jermaine.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do now because the person who started the fight is trying to now talk. I don't have any real social stuff, and I didn't intend to fight in the middle of school.
Yeah, my problem is I'm stuck between, my good skills is sneak, comprehend, and force. So my ability is either sneak and hide and do nothing to help, or also go for a punch, because Jermaine is kind of nursing a hangover, and she does not like how loud living people are right now.
You girls try to sneak Hugh away.
And honestly,
Joe is moving Hugh out of the combat. Nobody was actually fighting yet.
I want to say I am sorry for the erratic way that I'm making my character behave right now, but this is a really, really stressful day for her. So she's just emotional and turbulent, and I'm trying to make that how I act. Apologies if it's too much.
I don't really know what I want to do. I feel like sneaking really isn't going to help here, and...
You can help get Hugh out of there.
Yeah, I suppose I'll do that, because it's probably really the only helpful thing other than having two people swinging.
Is somebody swinging?
Joe is.
Joe's swinging.
Oh, I thought you said you were trying to get Hugh out of there.
No, I'm saying Jermaine could try to get Hugh out.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, somebody's throwing a punch in school. I don't recommend fighting in
I don't
school.
recommend you fighting, considering you're a fucking Terminator.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
I could fight very easily, but
Okay, well,
Why
here's the
would
thing,
she-
Where,
But my thought process is, why would she be fighting? It's like Courtney initiated violence, and now we have other people jumping in to fight, and I'm not sure why we're fighting when these guys weren't fighting.
I think I will sneak over to the fire alarm.
Oh,
That's a good that opens up an
Just
avenue.
disengage the whole thing, distract, nobody gets noticed.
I'm gonna go with Jermaine. I like that. When you we can go over there. You get us over there, and then I can tinker it so that it actually activates the sprinkler system in here, and that'll disarm this fight.
Okay. So I think the order this is going to go in is going to be.
mind going kind of towards the beginning, because it's like I was watching this and I'm like, okay, I know this person's girlfriend. I'm gonna just go get her and be like, hey, he's causing a ruckus. You might want to stop this if the school dance is to continue.
Yeah, I feel like.
I'm kind of feeling like
The punch probably goes first.
Yeah, I'm feeling
I was
like the
thinking
punch.
I go first, and that way the punch would almost catch them off guard if I say something incredibly spicy. But the punch could go first as well. I just don't feel like I would still be looking to tear him down after he's on the ground from getting punched in the dick. I don't think I would still be looking for to destroy social clout after that happened, because a punch would be enough for that.
I feel like the groin kick is going to come first, and I think there's a reason for that. Then we'll do the contact, then Courtney's empathize, or the empathize and then contact and empathize. Then we'll do the sneak and the tinker. So I will need Joanne's attack first.
On success, I will push. Gonna mark upset. And 4 successes.
4 successes. Very nice.
Jesus.
So
You shattered a testicle.
I feel
Yeah.
bad now.
yeah,
He
so
deserves it, but I feel bad.
yeah, so while he's focused on Courtney and getting ready to throw down, having already endured her rush, you quickly swing your foot upward while he's distracted. And if this were a WWE match, there would be the sound of a bell ringing as you strike between his legs. And he immediately buckles and lets Courtney go. Tracy, you had 2 successes so far. Would you like to push?
Actually, on the down and out with regards to my conditions, I have 2 out of my 5 tapped. I think I'm gonna hold off for now.
All right, that brings us to a total of 6 out of 15.
I know I'm gonna be rolling later.
So you run over and to where to where Maggie is, and you quickly tell her that he's starting to cause problems, and she
Hey,
kind
your
of looks up.
boyfriend's acting up again.
Yeah, she looks up and then glances over and goes, "Shit." Just as a crowd is beginning to form around what's happening, go ahead and give me.
Out tonight. Oh.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that empathize, Courtney.
Mm-hmm. 1 success. Can I also activate my shame on this? Anxiety of the unknown. I don't know if that really fits.
Remember, you can only use your shame once per...
a session, yeah.
Is it once per session or once per mystery?
Once per mystery.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Yeah,
I'm mark
that's what I
scared and I'm scared because like now my mind is jumping to conclusions like I fucked up. What am I going to do? I don't want to have to miss this, but I'm just so fucking angry at the entire world right now, and so I'm scared of the repercussions of my actions. And then I will roll again. Another success. Okay.
2 more successes.
2 more.
That is a total of 8.
I guess my question would be, why does he feel the need to be a bully? Like, essentially, I'm just asking what's going on with him that makes him feel like he has the right to beat up on people weaker than him.
So, you... I'm gonna say, and I feel like this is why I wanted to put you in the middle, because you can go one of 2 ways with this. There is the reason he is acting up. I feel like it's kind of not common knowledge, just more rumors, but everyone knows that he lost his mother during the flood, and his father has been taking out his frustrations on him, and he's acting out in turn. Just to have kind of a similar situation that you're going through, although you're handling it much differently. You can either sympathize or antagonize with that information.
You know, I have to sympathize. That's not fair. Going through the same shit as me, essentially. I can't not sympathize with that. After he catches the boot to the balls, and then, my brain slows down enough after seeing that, I remember all of these rumors and everything. I'm just gonna, go over and just, lean down and be like, look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're going through what you're going through, but that doesn't give you the right to take it out on other people, even if you do feel really fucked up by it all. Honestly, my dad was just sent to the asylum fucking today, and that's what I'm fucking dealing with. And I'm sorry that you're dealing with a lot, but you shouldn't put more on other people's plates. That's not okay. Just because you're hurting doesn't give you the right to hurt other people.
You hear the voice of Maggie piping up as well as she's kind of running over and says, "Damn it, Kevin! You're not supposed to be acting like this. Remember?" It's like, and you see her kind of like lean down and start to pull him up as everyone's trying to defuse the situation. There are some people who look disappointed that a fight's not breaking out, or not continuing to break out, I guess.
I mean, you know, a bunch of those kids after seeing that ball kick were all like, "Oh, oh, oh!"
Yeah, and then there's also the sound of the principal shouting as he's stepping into the cafeteria, "What the hell's going on in here?" And I'll need that stealth roll.
Let's see if I fail.
Two successes.
Nice.
So we're at 10.
You're at 10. Would you like to push?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to. I'll, say I'm exhausted from a hearty night of drinking.
One more.
One more.
More. All right, so that is 11 successes. So you holding on to Asher, the two of you kind of slip backwards towards where this fire alarm is. Astrid, you get to this fire alarm just as the and start to work at it just as you start to hear the shouts kind of rise up. Shortly before the principal walks in. Go ahead and give me that Tinker Tech.
Can I give any bonuses to Astrid for this?
No, I think we have to just make straight rolls because you've already done your one thing.
Okay. Well, just because it was giving one of the bonus effects was give one success to another team acting at the same time, and since it was directly with you.
No, I don't.
It is-
I don't. Those don't
it's-
apply. This
yeah,
is
it's
just
a little different in extended trouble.
Yeah, this is just success numbers.
Gotcha.
All right. So with the portable toolkit, which she always has on her. Are you fucking kidding me?
The hell?
Damn, 11 dice, 0 success.
Well, she's pushing and exhausted. There you go. 2 successes.
Successes. All right, so there's a total of 13. It is 15 to close it out. So who had the least number of successes?
I had 2.
I have 2.
I have 2. And
I have
each of
4.
the others had 3.
Ooh, I'll take it.
All right. So
I was
you-
actually going to ask if I can actually use my scar on this, because I feel like my scar being that one of like self-doubt and uncertainty, she's hit a point where shit has gone so hectic that she doesn't even care about being self-conscious anymore. She's just trying to survive. And I feel like that's what I'm trying to bring to life here. Can I mark my scar so
you'd
it
like-
can heal?
If you'd like to mark your scar, you can do that. It does not heal until the end of the mystery.
Yeah.
But you can check that scar, and that will add another success. So there is 14. And then I would say either whoever wants to start marking conditions between.
I was gonna volunteer to do that.
Yep. So then you can mark one condition to reach that success.
Alrighty.
What do you mark, by the way?
It would be. I mean, it doesn't really apply. I'm just marking a condition, but it would be scared as the last one to tick.
Okay.
I was trying to get a scar, but it's fine.
Oh, if you want it.
You already used
I
it.
can take that back.
It's all right.
I'm
It's
sorry.
already done. It's
I'm
happened.
sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't know that would like. I
You're
didn't know you
good.
were
We're
that
already
close.
we're already done.
All right. So, you manage to set off the alarms as the not just the alarms, but the sprinklers as the principal walks in, and before anyone can really get in trouble, this completely diffuses everything that's going down. There's a few shouts and screams as everyone begins getting soaked, and the principal shouts over the commotion. Everybody, start moving towards the exits in a calm and orderly fashion. And as this is happening, we will go ahead and take our break. So everybody, let's return in 5 to 10 minutes, and we will continue from here after a quick break.
We'll see you soon. Break time. Just remember, your mics are hot, even if ours is muted.
I'm sorry this episode has been so much about me. I didn't intend for it to go that way. It's just I'm trying to react the way my character would.
It makes sense. I mean, I'm not upset. I don't know if anybody is. But geez, you're doing great.
I know.
I'm enjoying it.
Rin has wanted a scar for a while, and I had no idea that they were that close and that it was that close to actually getting one. And now I feel guilty about having wanted to check my scar because, I want everyone to be able to have fun with the game.
As far as I'm aware, there is not an end point to this campaign in sight, and I'm sure that Astrid will get an opportunity to get a scar.
Okay. I just feel like I've been greedy with the scars this game. And I'm sorry.
You're very scarable. That sounds awful now that I said it. I'm gonna retract that.
I made my character too emotional.
No such thing.
Alright, though. I'm gonna go have a quick cigarette. I'll be back.
See you later. Oof.
Hey, Pat.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing alright. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing pretty good. Been scrolling Twitter a lot lately today. A lot of crazy shit on the internet today. Another way to say it.
Something crazy got announced today then?
Mm.
Or just Twitter in general?
Twitter's being crazy. Obviously, I'm hooked into the TTRPG Twitter sphere, and everybody's got a lot to say about the D&D.
Yeah, the stupid OGL.
Yep. Most of the posts are that, and then I always get these fun little memes interspersed, which is fun. Makes me a little less distraught. It's really fucked. I mean, I'm happy that I don't have very much D&D content out there now, and I'm definitely not thinking of making any anytime soon, considering the bullshit that just happened. It's unfortunate because I was planning on it.
Yeah. I saw that, I was like, oh shit, that's gonna hit us.
That's impacting us. I'm sure you in particular, and I mean, you have D&D related content, right?
Yeah, Thursday nights here.
Yeah.
Which...
So is it gonna come for Twitch streamers who like Twitch stream D&D content? I feel like that's a little bit.
I think if you make over a certain amount, they can.
Mm.
But oof. I mean, any homebrew content on the Twitch might. That's a hard question, actually.
Yeah.
I'd have to actually see the whole thing to be able to tell you yes or no on that. But
I mean, you know, they haven't dropped it yet fully, I don't think, have they? It's just leaks so far.
from what I hear, just leaks. I think it might come out this Friday, or they might just revise it after this whole backlash.
Worrisome. I hope they do, because that would be, you know, it'd be nice to not have to like switch gears for like half the community.
Yeah, because I've watched a couple of big shows like the Unexpected, and I would hate it if they had to change things now. Like they started a new campaign, so their character's still at low level, so it might be easy enough to do so. But
And Pathfinder.
that would suck.
But,
Yeah.
But
I mean, is Pathfinder developed on the game license thing?
oh, that's actually. Well, all right. So they can't copyright a system, as far as I'm aware. Like you can't actually copyright, use a D20 to roll, for success. Like that's not something that can be copyright.
Yeah,
I know
that can't be,
because-
but they're gonna try to. If it's close, they might try to ding people for it.
Yes, no, I mean they might try and they will fail if they do, because I don't think that Pathfinder can get sued for existing. But I mean, like, you know, maybe, but that's a very dystopic thing to imagine coming about. And Hasbro could get away with it because they got the money, obviously, but like, I don't know. I don't think that they.
The money.
You got to remember also that, like, while a lot of people are like, Paizo should be fine because they, have their own thing, they really don't. Their thing is based off of the open gaming license as well. Their stuff was designed as a direct fuck you to 3.5. So,
I thought it was a fuck you to 4th edition, but I could be
I mean, it was people leaving Wizards of the Coast,
right.
Because of 4th edition, and basically they made 3.75 using the open gaming license. So whereas like Pathfinder 2nd edition would be fine to a degree because it's not using the 5th edition rule set, they would have to, discontinue use of all of their original Pathfinder stuff that people still use. So they would be taking a loss too. And you have companies like Arcane Library and Cobalt Press that operate off of that open gaming license as well, that are the ones that are super worried about it. And, with basically Wizards of the Coast saying, we retroactively own all of your content if you use the open gaming license, it would be them going, you owe us money if you, do anything or print anything or sell anything. And the original draft of it was set to go into effect on the 14th, so it effectively told companies they had from here 3 days to get all their products off shelves, which would have probably just caused an entire gaming industry collapse.
I'm very happy that I do not have any TTRPG content that's directly tied to D&D, and oh my fucking god.
Yeah. Because basically, even content creators on, like, Twitch are subject
and
to...
for Kickstarters and shit, too. Like, if I was planning a Kickstarter that was
the
launching later this month for a D&D campaign...
The Kickstarter one is the worst, because it is basically we're entitled to, what is it, like, anywhere from 20 to 50% if you make over a certain amount.
Mm-hmm.
Which just makes big Kickstarters non-viable at all.
And even small ones just fucking... I mean, small ones that hit a certain mark, like, there's a danger
There's
now,
the hard stop at some point.
Yeah. Sorry, we made too much money, actually. We gotta roll some of this back.
which means we either need to send some of it back or make more so that we recoup the losses.
Oh fuck yeah! No.
we need 200,000, but we have to sell 400,000 in order to actually. It's like, oh god, that sounds awful. But the shitty thing for small content creators not on Kickstarter is we don't like what you're doing, and you violate whatever this signed, something within the signed agreement. Say, we'll use for the example Shay's feminist comment, which was spot on and hilarious. But if somebody at Wizards of the Coast was like, we don't like that you had this quote unquote feminist punch a woman, and so that's violence against women. You're in violation of our thing, which means now we will claim 100% of your IP, and you will no longer be able to use it because it's ours. And it's like you signed the agreement. Also, the agreement is subject to being changed at any point. Was the real kicker? It's the literal Darth. It's the little Darth Vader meme. DM's Guild, things like that are all in real danger. It would be great if they would just say something, because the radio silence is even worse.
Yes.
The radio silence is confirmation.
Yep.
Which is damning.
And it really would be easy for them to just put somebody that the community recognizes as someone who's trusted, a Mike Merles or a Chris Perkins, and have them just be like, this leaked content is not official. It was something awful that they were considering, but we're not doing it. It's like if you had just had somebody come out and be like, hey, yeah, it got leaked. It was brought to public attention, but we're not doing this. If they just said this isn't happening, then it would be over. But the fact that they're not saying anything is like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Yeah, it's making things worse.
Yeah.
I do want to just check in with everybody after some of the scenes that we've had today, just because I feel like a lot of it has been really heavy, and I just want to make sure everyone's doing okay.
My only thing is, there's a lot of, whenever I'm trying to do something with Astrid, there's been two particular instances that it's been somebody else has jumped in and has overridden the action that I'm trying to do. So it's just a reminder to everybody that this is a communal game. Let other people have a chance to do something, because it's been actions that have completely negated or shut down actions that my character has tried to do.
Okay. And I do apologize for that. I didn't realize that you were even anywhere close to Scar territory. And I know that you want to be able to play that up too. Mm-hmm. And I am sorry that I didn't realize it was that close. Otherwise, I would have let you have that.
That's okay.
And I do apologize.
That one in general has just been, there's been a few times where I've offered my character up to do stuff, and it's been overridden a couple times. So it's like, this is an actual opportunity where it would make sense for my character to do something that could, be helpful and take a Scar, because the Scars are a fun aspect of this game too. It's just, everybody just needs to remember that the other players need to have a chance to be able to do something too.
Yeah. And I know some of that is on me, and I do want to say I'm sorry for it.
It's okay. I understand, and I'm not angry. Hey, there's no we're gonna kick people from the game. But it happens. That's why I'm just saying, just reminding everybody as a whole. We gotta give everybody a chance to do something in the spotlight.
Yeah.
No worries, we'll get there.
Is everybody
this episode in particular, I just do feel like my character is incredibly fucked up, and she isn't thinking about the consequences of her actions so much. And I don't know, I feel like it's thematically appropriate, but I should have still consulted y'all on the way that I was playing that before I did go that direction. And yeah, I do want to say that I was immediately recognizing of it the second that you were that close. When I realized that you were that close to taking a scar and everything, it does feel like I kind of made the moment more about me, and I do apologize for that.
I would just say, if you feel like there's, something you want to achieve, just remember to discuss, during the third thing when you're all figuring out what to do. If you think about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But are we all back? I cannot see Dougler because they have a bag over their head.
I think
Okay.
we're all back.
Oh no, I'm the one on the other side.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right. So, I feel like the scene kind of changes a little bit, as there are a pair of officers near outside Tracy's trailer. We will recognize one as Officer Giggles as she kneels down and says, looking at a set of tracks following some tires, probably some skid marks from a van taking off. And as she straightens up, she says, "Looks like they went in this direction." Another officer approaches this one, their name badge reading Officer Ketch, saying, stepping forward and saying, "Do you think Sunshine's after them?" And the other says, "If there are, we'll have to deal with them first." And the two of them begin making their way to a nearby vehicle, climbing in and beginning to turn off in that direction. Hey, you all are outside right now, as the bell is the fire alarm is still going off. Everybody has been moved outside. People are wet. It's October. It's kind of chilly, not cold, but chilly.
I was trying to around her hair that now weighs about 20 pounds because of how thick and curly it is.
This sucks. Why do those motherfuckers have to constantly pick on Hugh? I mean, I know. Hi, Hugh.
Hey, how's it going?
I know that,
Hey,
you know,
thanks for,
you don't necessarily fit in with those dorks, but I mean, assholes, really, not dorks. But Jesus, they just every fucking time.
Oh, that's all right. Thanks for standing up for me, though.
You're welcome. He really crumbled when I kicked him.
Yeah, it's folks like you that give me faith in humanity.
That's depressing.
Yeah.
I say as I pat his shoulder.
Are you doing all right?
Oh, me? I'm doing fantastic.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm in great company right now.
Very good company too, buddy.
Aw, thanks.
You know, it's okay to not give them your lunch when you ask, though, right, Hugh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I asked them not to take my stuff, but you know, they decided to take it anyway.
That's fucked up. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
You know, it only takes 50 pounds of force to rupture testicles, Joe? Think you hit him hard enough?
My foot
Not
kind of
really.
hurts from it.
Yeah, you know, I was gonna say I wasn't really expecting that from you, Joe. That was actually pretty neat.
It's
Yeah.
been a couple of days.
You're such a badass. Like, I mean, I tried to just, like, get him away from you, and It was like running into a brick wall. Like,
Well.
he's pretty strong, so I'm glad that you are too.
I'm probably about 5'4", so you can't really fight clean.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, so whatever happened with your little friend? Where are they?
uh, Joe's gonna look around. How many people are near us at the moment?
People have kind of grouped off and are just chatting to each other. There's no one in particular paying attention to you right now.
We got him back to his mom, but then something took him.
Wow, that sounds not good.
No, it's not at all. I mean, there are other people looking for him, at the very least, so
Oh, are they good people? Or bad people? Or neutral people?
I think time will tell.
Well, time tells a lot of things. If you know where to look. Or when you know where to look. I guess that makes more sense.
Where will you look, you?
Where will I look or when will I look?
Either.
Wow. This might take a while. I'll look up at many points, and then I'll look over at many other points. Do you want me to list them all individually? Because we'll be here for like longer than we're alive, probably. Or technically as long as we're alive. Or technically as long as I'm alive.
It's fine. Never mind.
Oh no, I'd love to answer your question. Can you be more specific? Where and when would you like me to look?
He was also a gynoid.
He's gotta be.
You? Can you
Oh,
see the other side too?
I can't be a gynoid.
Oh, that
You're
was
right, you would be an android.
that was a joke, Hugh.
Well, I mean, I suppose anybody can be whoever they want to be if they, want to be that person.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Can I? We're still all outside, right?
Yep.
Can I pull Astrid to the side since there's just a big old commotion of people and they're probably not paying attention?
Hello.
Did you notice on the morning announcements they mentioned about the little hallway incident?
I mean, considering Hugh set someone on fire, they might have just had to talk about the... come to think of it, the fire alarms didn't even go off when that happened.
I'm intrigued how they felt it was important enough to make mention of something about that when it was something they absolutely don't want getting out. How long do you think it takes to clean up an accident like that?
Well, considering how quickly they got rid of the body when we were first looking for it, not long. Almost like they have us down, like it's happened more than a few times.
I'm just wondering if they made mention that it's still
Wow, do you think it's happened several times?
Hi, Hugh.
Hey, how are you, Astrid?
He was just over there having a conversation.
Oh, I heard my name.
It's true.
They said it was still closed off. Do you think? I mean, me and you did pretty good on that fire alarm poll. Do you think?
Yeah.
We could take a look-see.
You want to sneak in there and try and find something?
Well, I can sneak, and you got that big old brain up there with a whole lot of knowledge about this stuff. And I won't be alone.
It's true. Well, might as well.
There's just something about the fact that they announced it that just... Don't you think that's something they'd want to keep under wraps?
Wow, maybe. Unless it's a trap. You think it's a trap?
I'm going to trap you in a closet soon.
Oh, that's alright. A lot of people do that.
I almost died down there. I don't need more things in my brain going on about that.
Well, if we're going to do it, we might as well do it now while everyone's distracted.
Now is good. Do you think we might need an extra diversion just to make sure people stay out here? I don't know how long if the fire trucks have even made it here, the whole clearing of the area. How long that would take. So if we got the time, we should do it.
Yeah, we should do it. Let's go. But,
Trouble with a lowercase t? Alright, so I guess I would like to sneak the two of us in.
Okay. I will need a sneak body from the both of you.
why don't you go first, just in case?
2.
All right, just in case I fail, I want to ride your success.
Hell yeah.
Well, no. With 4 conditions, I managed to get a success.
You beast, I forgot you have 4. What am I dragging
I-
you into?
I have no idea why I agreed to this. Let's go.
Alright. So, you two sneak back in, and as you slip inside, unbeknownst to anyone, Tracy, Courtney, Joanne, the 3 of you look up and do not see Jermaine or Astrid anywhere. They were just here. Where are
That's
they wandering
totally
off?
fine, because I have my own things going on.
Ah, damn it.
Tell you about later.
So the 2 of you, Astrid and Jermaine, slip back inside and is much emptier. The wet tiled floor squeaks in some places, but you're quick and quiet despite that. There is occasionally someone who walks through the halls that you're able to slip by. You do have a bonus die that you can choose to spend something on. You can either find something unexpected or more of what you're looking for, or you can bank that die for a later roll relating to this one.
Well, would finding something unexpected count for... Because we haven't actually gotten in there, so this would be...
I will
separate.
count that as part of slipping inside. You're going to the boiler room, right?
Yes.
All right. So I will. Okay. So I will count that.
I will take it with no arguments.
All right. So the 2 of you slip down and inside into the boiler room. Without being noticed, you hear the presence of a few different people moving around. There is the sound of metal clanging into a tray, and glancing around the corner, you see someone with the scorched body of what was once the lucky android in the center of this room, with two people shuffling back and forth. There is, strangely, you notice there is a little bit of power on the burned face that has been melted away, which just looks like a blackened metal frame, almost skull-like in its appearance, with the need for teeth. All the synthetic skin completely gone, but one of the eyes, it has a very dim red glow to it. More notably, there are some fleshy pustules that appear to have appeared and grown on this thing. And the two people studying this are completely covered in hazmat suits as they are trying to carve away pieces of this. There is a machine that they have plugged into a portion that has not been corrupted by this machine cancer.
Oh god, I just realized Astrid's susceptible to that, possibly.
Doom.
Download the antivirus, not the free one though.
Who's ready for a really weird scar?
My firmware needs to be updated.
We're gonna lose somebody and they're gonna become monster cancer.
Looking at you, 8-Ball.
Actually, yeah. I think in this situation. Oh, what would I even ask the 8-Ball? Two letters. Do you have any ideas that I could? Well, I guess we want to probably try to get closer, distract them somehow, so I can maybe use my 8-Ball comprehend to see how to get closer.
Yeah, I could. What about doing something that might get them out of the area so that they don't see or bother us while we're looking around?
If you got a plan.
Man, if only a certain person were here to set things on fire. I won't speak their name so they don't appear.
Well, that could be a huge help to us.
Good maneuver.
You feel a hand on your shoulder, and you look back and you see Hugh standing there with an unlit Molotov. And he does a thing where he glances down to it and then back at you, just waiting.
All right, go ahead.
Ooh, I choose you. Use Fire Blast.
All right, have fun.
There's a gleeful grin as he pulls out a lighter and lights it, and then quietly gestures, "Which one?"
Follow your heart.
He's gonna be an actual serial killer by the end of this. Oh no.
Follow your heart, Hugh.
Someone roll me a d6. 1 and 2, it is the machine cancer android. 3 through 6 is one of the people there.
No regrets.
No regrets. All right. Hugh lifts the Molotov and chucks it in the direction of one of these researchers. The glass shatters and it explodes, and hopefully that hazmat suit has some sort of fire protection, because as the glass shatters and he is ignited, there is sudden panic as he backs up and tumbles over. The other scientist begins trying to pat him out quickly. Do you all try to find a place to hide? What are we doing?
I don't think we want to be an eye shot of their panic and possible
Yeah,
fleas.
you hear the muffled sound of quickly, there's water upstairs.
Yeah, I think we should hide.
All right, let's hide.
All right, go ahead and give me a stealth or sneak body.
Can we manage this?
I'm gonna let you go first so I can ride off your success again.
Got
Okay.
one.
It's one.
And yep.
Okay. Here's the thing. I'm going to roll back to that later. Because in their panic state, the two of you all kind of like back into a corner and duck down as the one person who is on fire trying to put it out really kind of hard down here. It's probably a very bad idea to have fire next to a boiler. Runs back up where the sound of them trying to put these flames out is heard. You two appear to be alone.
I don't like that. I don't like that appear and how you said it. Okay.
Well, the android is still there.
The android is still there, on the ground, unmoving.
Astrid is going to approach it very carefully.
The very dimly lit eye stares back.
Ugh, why is it all pussy? It's a machine. Looks like third-degree burn or something.
Doesn't look like it quite did the trick, though.
Can you?
Interestingly, as you get a better look at this thing, as it lays there, a lot of the fleshy parts are kind of, for lack of a better term, fused with the concrete underneath it.
Well, okay. Do you see anything that looks say familiar, but knowing you, sorry, that's a bad statement. Do you see any? Why am I brain farting right now?
You also see there are some wires plugged into the back of the skull where the machine cancer hasn't reached.
Oh, I want to do something really stupid.
Currently, it's plugged into a computer system that was currently rigged up down there.
Did it take any damage from the fire?
Not enough to render it inoperable.
Oh, well, that's going to be less stupid. Astrid's going to go over and check the computer.
Okay.
Why plug it directly in when I can just use the computer?
looking at the computer, you see several windows open, trying to analyze what is going on in this thing's head. There are a series of codes open, and while it would be faster to directly link with it and understand it probably instantly, you opt to take the safer route of just peering at this machine interface and reading.
Don't worry, there's still time for me to be dumb.
Yeah, and reading the zeros and ones that are opened on a separate tab, and it is moving rapidly across the screen, so much that human wouldn't understand it. A human being an organic human wouldn't understand. A synthetic human, however, you are able to read this binary, and it is the thought processes running through this machine in real time. A lot of it breaks down into mad gibberish before becoming coherent again. A couple things. Actually, you know what? Roll me. I feel like, oh, here we go. Either calculate, or I can also see tinker work.
Well, I'm gonna definitely go with tinker because calculate is much lower. I can't utilize my toolkit for this, so here we go. Yep.
I have dropped out of the game.
Oh, I rolled a 0.
0. All right. You still get something, not as much or what you were expecting, but you see you see the incoherent ramblings shift back again, and it says, I can still hear them. I can still hear them. I can still hear them. Omni Network Intelligence, I can still hear them. They're listening, they're waiting. They're here. They're trapped.
More than a little troubling.
I think while Astrid is doing that, I want to take out the knife that Tracy had given me before and cut off sections of that pustuled skin.
Okay. Give me a force body.
I can do that. I hope so.
Or a move body. How are you doing this? Are you trying to avoid touching it? Are you just going YOLO? What are we doing?
Well, Jermaine has absolutely no experience with this machine cancer crap, so considering she usually just YOLOs, but she has some sort of safety gloves on when she's working with human bodies, I assume she's just going straight at it, but like trying to be careful. But she's in a panic. She's trying to get this done quickly, so we'll say she's YOLOing it.
All right, force body, please.
I got 2 successes.
2 successes, doing something really dangerous. You start carving off some of this fleshy bit. Fortunately, you have enough wherewithal to put some nitrile gloves on, probably out of habit from working with bodies. As you carve this flesh off, there is weirdly a lot of parts that appear like it's trying to be organic. Trying being the operative term. There are the spine of this thing appears to have arced a little bit, and there's weird striations of what might be some kind of synthetic muscle. There's wires that are shifting around, more not in a straight pattern, but more like an artery or vein might do. There's even this little chunk of flesh that you carve off. As you do, for a moment, it shifts and moves and goes still.
Stuff is disgusting, but
And then you turn the glove inside out, I assume, around it.
Yes. For sure. Stuff is absolutely vile, Astrid, but they did a really good job of trying to be human.
Yeah, they're not quite as good as it used to be, but it's a decent attempt at replicating what was done before. I could probably get some more of this information quicker. It's going to be a little risky and dangerous.
Well, okay, well, how dangerous?
Not nearly as dangerous as you plunging your hand into the meaty bits of it and cutting off a sample, but pretty close.
Well, it's only fair.
Ah, yes, which is why I'm going to at least warn you that it's happening, and if anything goes bad, I'm going to need you to pull the plug.
Okay, we'll pull what plug where?
And she immediately plugs herself into the thing.
Excuse me? I'm just gonna wave in front of Astrid's
All right.
face. Hello.
Her eyes blue screen. No.
Oh no. All right, give me a.
Wow, I suddenly know how Joe felt with Lydia.
Tinker or program?
Sucks, don't it?
Program's probably closer to what this is.
Any bonuses for jacking directly in?
Love
give
you,
you-
Bugler.
Jacking directly in, I will give you a +2 bonus.
Love you too.
Good luck.
You said program, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, this is going to be great because of 4 conditions. Ready? Here we go. Yep.
All right. There's a moment where you plug in to the back of this thing's skull, and in the world, in the digital world of its mind, you're able to manifest yourself however you see fit. However, you're not alone here. And it's not just this android, but you. I feel for the sake of the audience, who cannot compete with the rapid speed of light thought process that are these synthetic humans. We see Astrid stepping forward out of the darkness, while there is another form on the ground struggling to crawl away, and it's in the image of Lucky as they were designed. But they glance up and they say, "We're not alone here."
Is that to me or to...
That was to you.
Do you mean, what else is here?
I don't know. Something much more advanced. And you hear, "Hello, Astrid." And another figure steps forward, as Lucky's form begins to split and does the screen tearing, kind of glitching out for a moment before reassembling. And as this figure steps forward, we see a figure we haven't seen in a while. It is Oni, the Omni Network Intelligence, stepping forward. Very nondescript form before it takes on the form of a older version of what Ashley would be, or what she would become, perhaps. "I'm sorry you're here."
You're sorry that I'm here. Why exactly?
"This unit's corrupted."
Yes, we're trying to figure out what happened. Is this the cancer then?
"Yes. Sunshine's trying to utilize it. It's their doing.
And why are you here?
Try and stop it."
The best application is fire.
"Usually. Unfortunately, I cannot reach it physically."
Would you stop me if I tried to take whatever data this one has?
You do. You are very likely to become corrupted yourself.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time. Fixed it once.
I suppose not. Well, if you survive and you happen to be in the area, I would ask a favor of you.
What area would that be?
The loop. Sunshine managed to acquire a part of me when I attempted to shut down. If you remember, or don't remember.
Astrid has no memory of or involvement in that.
Yeah. No, I suppose you wouldn't know. You would recognize this as a presence that was around a month ago, that had suddenly vanished. while the companions you picked up might know what this is, you haven't really met this thing in person, even if you've sensed it reaching out. I would ask that you dismantle me or release me, whatever your choice may be. If you happen to find yourself in the loop, which, if you become corrupted and Sunshine gets a hold of you, then you will.
Alright. Well then, we'll do one thing and then work our way to the other. I'm sure with the direction these new friends of mine are going, I'm bound to be there eventually.
Are you certain? This may not go very well for you.
Well, when you're living in a van down by the river, your life isn't going very well anyways.
There's just a slow nod before they step aside, and the glitching form of Lucky is still there. You feel a barrier probably put up by this Omni Network intelligence drop, allowing you access.
I'll go ahead and start downloading.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a set of information, but you are going to immediately get a scar. As you download this information, you see this android's creation. It was designed as an infiltration and cover unit, meant to stay on standby until needed. When that need arised, it was given synthetic skin and a purpose. However, you do get some very good insight into what Sunshine is attempting to do. They are currently trying to find a way to get down to the particle accelerator that has been completely flooded beneath probably a couple hundred levels of that dark water. No such way has been found yet, but there's information in this unit suggesting that some of the creatures that had come from that other side, particularly certain arthropoids, might have some kind of resistance to the water. As you collect this information, you feel something else start to worm its way, trying to worm its way into your mind. You feel your own mind beginning to become muddled and confused with codes and errors that shouldn't exist. And it's at that point you know you should probably disconnect. Jermaine.
Yes.
As you're watching this, it is only a moment after she says, you may have to disconnect, or you may have to pull the plug. A few seconds pass before you see the arm, the same one that she had removed the her synthetic skin from before, start to twitch, and you see the skin split in an area, and something start to bubble up, and it looks like it it looks fleshy and cancerous before it starts to change again and try and take the form of an eye, perhaps.
Okay, I think that's a sign.
You pull the plug and disconnect them. Astrid,
Mm.
your arm is damaged in a weird way.
Oh. Well, seems that went far worse than I expected. Good news. I found what I was looking for.
Stick. Is this a problem?
Could be.
Oh yeah, that's a big problem. You might want to amputate that.
Whoa.
Do you need to do rope gynoids get amputations? Does that happen?
Suppose we could remove it before it becomes a problem. Only person I know that would be able to replace that arm, however, and she just 1,000-yard stares.
Who could replace it? Because I'm not going to cut it off if we can't replace it. I don't know how to explain you walking out of the school missing an arm. Or that there's an eyeball on your arm.
I'm trying to remember. Stand by.
You mean, oh. Hugh leans over to Jermaine and says, it's her ex.
I don't want to go there.
Well, it's a matter of life and death. Don't you think they'd understand?
Perhaps, but it's going to be awkward.
As awkward as an eyeball growing out of your forearm.
Yes, that is a tad awkward. She just kind of like pokes it. Ow.
Okay, I don't know how I know how human bodies work, and if an eyeball was popping out of an arm, it would be amputation o'clock. I don't know how it works for you. I'm only going to do something if you tell me.
I heard amputation o'clock, and
Hugh, you're going to need to finish burning that first.
there is a sorry about this, buddy, and Hugh grabs a fire axe and swings it down to chop the infected arm off.
Oh,
Hugh!
And then they take out another Molotov and start to light it. Also, your pain receptors are still active.
yes, they are.
You may mark down what scar do you feel is most appropriate
Lincoln
for you.
Park.exe.
That was what it was, but now I don't have an arm. I'm just putting down lost an arm.
It can be whatever you want.
God.
Lost an arm.
Lost an arm, if that's what you want it to be.
That's what it is at the moment.
All right.
She's probably screaming in sheer agony.
I am just going to pull like part of my dress up into like a knot just so you have something to bite onto.
The actual fuck you!
As you shout that, you see that the arm that has fallen to the ground, the cancer is slowly spreading and stretching out, In places that it shouldn't happen, there are even like teeth trying to form, like this is trying to be something, and it's not working at all. And it continues to spread even after it is severed, and the arms, even disconnected, is twitching and moving. And Hugh's lighting it on fire and says, "I don't think that you want that attached to you right now."
No, but you warn people before you start decapitating limbs.
And he tosses the flaming Molotov onto the arm. Wow, you must be like more advanced. That stuff likes you more than it likes him.
Of course, I'm more advanced. Ow!
Okay, Hugh, I don't give a shit. Where's Astrid's axe?
Oh, that would be Signa. She's probably waiting outside right now.
She go. Okay.
And
Okay,
you all hear. Wait, what's that sound? From upstairs.
Time to go.
Is there more than one exit outside of this boiler room?
I fucking hope so.
Is there more than one exit outside this boiler room?
I would love for there to be a window right now.
If you all want.
I don't think we want to fight, especially two grown-ass adults with a one-armed Astrid who's glitching.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and give me another sneak body.
Okay, come on. One success.
Yeah.
You want to push?
Maybe I think I need to push to get Astrid a success, so I'm gonna put scared AF.
All right.
Oh,
2 successes. You two are able to sneak out. You find one of those one of those basement windows that you're able to slip out of, and are able to sneak out. Hugh taking one more Molotov and throwing it in the center of the room where all this machine cancer has begun to form. And there is the flailing mechanical, the flailing infected arm, freaking out before going still and beginning to melt. The metal beginning to be revealed until it goes bright hot from multiple Molotovs. Two scientists in full hazmat gears come downstairs, and one of them just shouts, "What the fuck?" But you two make it out, unnoticed.
I so sorry, Astrid. Okay, that boiler room is cursed. That boiler room almost took my life, almost took yours.
It's fine. We just need to keep moving.
Okay, so Signa is here at the school, but can I bring you to her? There's a whole crowd of people that'll see you're missing an arm.
It probably best to just go to the van. Hugh, take me to the van and find her. Sorry.
Okay. Hugh puts an arm under you and escorts you to the van. What are the rest of you doing right now?
Not being aware of this.
Really good question.
Yeah.
What was the question?
What are we up to now?
I have a thing for that, actually, if I might. So, oh goodness, yeah, we were really going to the dance, and then ... stuff happened.
We got sidetracked hard.
A little
It's
bit.
fine. It's fine.
To reel us back in, I know that these dances are somewhat orchestrated by obviously the students or the teachers and principals and stuff, but I do think, if memory serves, student council is involved in making decisions, helping out set up and things, right? And do I have any friends in student council?
Do you want any friends in student
It
council?
might be a connect roll, if you'll permit.
Yes. Go ahead and roll a contact.
Let's see. Did that not something? Wow, twice, 2 successes twice in a row. Golly.
So 2 successes, which will allow you a bonus. I'm going to give you a list of people on the student council. Give me just a moment.
Yes.
There is Tamara Jobs. There is Camilla. There is a Todd Richards, a Rachel Danick, and you know what? If you want, Maggie Thorne can be on the council as well.
Oh yeah, love it, Maggie Thorne, my gal. All right, I'm definitely close with Maggie Thorne. Obviously, I have good luck with people named Carmilla. I'm gonna go with Carmilla also being someone I have a contact with there too, if that's all right with you.
Camilla? Yeah, sure.
Or you said it was Carmilla or Camilla?
Camilla.
Camilla. Okay, I was writing that down. Anyway, I think in the chaos, I would probably find Maggie Thorne, see how things are going.
All right. So Maggie Thorne, you can find her.
Probably chewing out her boyfriend.
Yeah, her boyfriend has moved to a more. That's apt. You find her boyfriend kind of slouched over, kind of away from everybody else right now. But she's there. It looks like she's already berated him, and he's kind of got his head in his hands, and now she's trying to comfort him. But you see the two of them there, Kevin and Maggie both. You also have a bonus, which for contact, bonus effects are the contact has all the right tools with her. The contact may heal one of your conditions. The contact brings more people also ready to help. You don't have to roll to get in touch with the contact again during this mystery. The contact knows something important. You may use the contact once as an item with a +1 bonus up to 3.
I should have read this. This is actually very interesting and useful information, and I'm pretty good at contact. Anyway, I mean, I think this is the first episode I'm actually using contact for its intended purpose, but...
Contact is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Gosh, playing the social character, I didn't even do anything with it until now. But, okay, so my thinking is, if you'll allow this to be a suitable substitute for one of the other options, maybe Maggie Thorne is secretly in on the plan to spike the punch ball.
Okay, I like it.
She's probably like treasurer, not directly involved with the punch bowl scheme, but you know, she wants it to go down. Obviously, her boyfriend's a bully jock. I feel like there's an easy connection to, like, you know, they're also just here to have a fun ruckus time. Anyway, so I go over to her and I say, "Hey, sorry about earlier. I hope things are okay."
It's better now. Thanks for catching it early.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it could have been bad. I don't want anything to go wrong, obviously, today. Like, you know, can we all just get along for 5 minutes before the fucking party, right?
She looks over and she says, "Kevin?" And he's like, Yeah, sorry.
Hey, no worries, man. Whatever. Anyway, though, so about the thing later on, do you think I should ask Camilla if she needs help setting up? Would that be a good idea? Because, you know, I could definitely lend a hand.
For
tonight, setting up cups and things. I'm winking pretty hard.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, absolutely.
Right. Do you mind giving me an introduction?
Sure.
I mean, obviously I know her, but, like, you know, it would make a little sense for you to introduce us and the respects that I could be helping out.
So she gives her boyfriend another pat on his shoulder and says, "You gonna be all right?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll be up and moving around in just a minute." And so she starts leading you back into the crowd, and it's fairly easy to spot Camilla. She dyes her hair blue fairly often.
Of course she does. She's
Yeah.
pretty rad.
Yeah.
I feel really bad about what I'm gonna do to her.
Yeah, so
Gotta ruin this whole woman's career.
yeah. So she goes over and she's involved as well.
So Maggie's involved. Camilla's the one I'm going to have to, like, sneak by.
Okay.
But Maggie's gonna facilitate this. Basically, I'm gonna use her as that plus one or whatever to charm.
Gotcha. Okay. So
I can re-roll for that if you
yeah.
think that's...
Maggie approaches and says, "Hey, Camilla," and she looks back and says, and from talking with her brother who is there as well, he quickly turns and starts talking with another girl, probably his girlfriend. But she approaches and says, "Yeah, what's up?"
Hey, so I know things are kind of crazy right now, and I was wondering if you needed any help setting up later on.
And
I mean, I'm assuming that things aren't canceled just because of a fire alarm.
And Maggie says, "Oh, fuck no."
Yeah.
But it looks like we might be doing a little bit of cleaning up to get things set up.
I mean, like, didn't the like sprinklers go off and stuff? There's gotta be some, like, ruined paper towels and stuff that we were planning for the mummy contest and, you know, all that.
Yeah, and you see Camilla kind of like pinch her nose and she says, yeah, that did happen. You know, just I think the sprinklers were a bit much. I don't even think there was really a fire.
I don't know.
Yeah, I could use your help. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, you know me. I love a good party. I just want this to turn out fun. So yeah, immediately after school, is there a place where people are meeting up?
Well, party's not until later in the evening, but if you can make it here an hour before, you can help us set up.
Consider it done.
And she gives a nod of gratitude, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll see you then." And then Maggie looks to you and says, "Well, Was there anything else you needed? I don't think anyone's going to say no to getting extra hands.
Just wanted to make extra sure. It's gonna be the last one for me. I know you've got another year going, but gotta make this happen.
No, I understand.
I'm so excited.
Did anyone else want to do anything? So you have an end. You have an end now to get this spiked punch up and going. So
Everything's going according to KKK.
Yeah. So remember, you have that bonus. Mark that bonus somewhere. I feel like it's about this time that you all... No, because they were going to the van. Okay, so did anybody want anything else?
I do.
Else? All right, what would you like to do?
Joe wants to find Ashley.
Okay. Moving through the crowd. It's not too hard to find Ashley. She's sitting with some of her bandmates, and you see her. You see the three of them kind of off to the side, a little bit huddled to keep a flask hidden. As they each pass it around, taking a sip, and then she quickly tucks it away before anyone she doesn't want knowing notices.
Hey Ashley, can I steal you for a second?
One of her bandmates kind of shifts and steps forward and goes, "Oh no, you can't steal her. She's our boss." And she holds up a hand and kind of passes arm. It's like, "That's all right. I'll just be a moment."
Not for very long.
She looks over to you and steps forward a bit and goes, "Yeah, what's up?"
Got kind of a couple weird questions.
That's fairly common around here.
Okay, I have a couple common questions then. So, you know your song that has the "Die Anywhere But Here"?
Yeah, what about it?
How do you come up with those lyrics?
I don't know. Sometimes I'm feeling a certain way, and I try to write them down and express those feelings how they come out.
So you didn't hear that from anyone?
Heard other people singing it before, but no.
Shit. Wait, I just be honest with you because you've been through this shit before. At least that's what Astrid said, and what future you said.
You see her. The moment you start saying that, you see her take a deep breath, and she kind of like turns to the side and takes out the flask again, and immediately takes another drink. After you hear just the under her breath.
Sorry, I didn't want to pull you into this, but you're the best person to ask about this since. So, I have these occasional visions, and in one of them, someone was singing that song after they escaped from a psych ward.
Give me an empathize roll. Would you like to push?
Yes. she hasn't told the others about this, and she's kind of freaking her out a bit, so she's a wee bit scared. 2.
Good success. You are going to be able to ask 3 questions. Such as, but not including, what is her weak spot? How can I make her do something? What does she feel? What does she want? What will she do? Is she lying to me? And you will be able to have a +1 on a die roll when you act on this information as well.
Okay.
And if you would like to ask these questions, you'll be able to ask these questions as she answers.
Okay. How can I get her to talk to me openly about this? Like, not with people, just me and her, not have her hold things back.
By being honest.
It's been kind of freaky with that. I'm not sure why I'm seeing this person and why she's singing your song, but I think she's still out there.
What person?
I'm not too sure. The last time I saw her, she had a bag over her head, so I couldn't see her face.
She had a paper mask with a crown drawing of a smiley face.
Oh yeah, sorry. A paper mask with a drawing of a smiley face on it without a crayon.
You see Ashley go very pale. You'll want to stay away from that one.
Well, I know how she escaped from the hospital, so
How do you know about that?
So
Don't. That place. That hell.
trust me, I don't want
That
to go
she
to
was-
them again.
That hell that she was taken to took my friend away from me.
You knew her before.
Yeah. We grew up together.
Sorry she went through that, but I was in one over the summer, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good. She was kind of pulling to herself, trying to make herself seem smaller at the thought of it. But
What do you
she's-
want?
This morning I saw through the other side, and she was in my bedroom. I gotta know how to. I don't know, lose her, not get her attention. I don't know.
If you have her attention, then you probably have your hands dipped in something that you probably shouldn't be dipping them in.
Yeah, that's
All I can tell you is to be fucking careful Look, I don't know what they did to her while she was there, but whatever it wasn't good. That's... If you really have to do this, then you'd probably find answers there.
Joe's gonna look behind her like, let me have a swig. Motioning to her flask.
Sorry, what now?
Joe's just essentially asking, like, let me have a swig of your flask, because talking about going back to a mental hospital is kind of...
He passes it over.
Carefully swigs it, hands it back. Fuck.
She takes a heavy hit herself, and she says, "Try not to piss the wrong people off."
I'll try. If I do end up face to face with her, any advice how to get away?
Run really fast.
Keep that in mind. Sorry to bring this up to you. Well,
Just gives a nod and says, "Good luck. Careful."
thanks. See you around.
You see, with your empathize roll, there is a troubled expression on her face. She looks worried, concerned, a little sad. Maybe a smidge of hope.
I was gonna have to do something stupid again.
You have a +1 dice when you act on that information now. Actually, would you like to give me a charm roll?
Sure. It will just be a 1d6 though.
That's fine. This is to see if you get any bonus information.
5. Right.
5. With your empathize roll, you see that she does clam up a little bit. There is a little more information that she knows that she doesn't want to talk about.
What's their name?
You asked this of her?
Yeah.
She stops. Olwen. Keeps walking.
So now then head back to Courtney.
She sits down with her bandmates, and the two of them were talking to each other, probably goofing around and beatboxing before they notice her kind of like slouch down, and the two of them kind of go shoulder to shoulder with her to check on her. You return to your friends as well. So I know we didn't get to the dance tonight,
Yeah.
but we will get there.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That's what we said 10 episodes ago.
Look,
Feels
first,
like it,
we had
yeah.
to get through a week, and then a lot of stuff happened. And
True.
you guys like to stick your nose in things, which is perfect for this kind of game.
Listen,
Uh,
if you didn't make the announcement, I probably wouldn't have even thought of it.
That's exactly why I made the announcement.
Yep.
Yeah, I know it was bait. It was
They
bait.
they were trying to keep some information away that they could not move in that moment.
Got the information.
You got the information.
But that was the thing. I was just like, if they cleared it up, why would they make an announcement? And I'm just like, hold on, this is a minute to endanger our
Definitely
character.
don't go to this suspicious area. It's
Shay's
yeah.
hands clasped, her glasses shining in the light, directly pointed at her face. All according to Keikaku.
Whatever you do, don't go to this incredibly dangerous area. Every tabletop RPG player imaginable. Joke's on you. I can't read.
I said half that talk about during that scene.
This sign can't stop me. I can't read.
Uh,
That boiler room is 2 for 2. Nobody else go into that room.
Alternatively, I'm dyslexic. This says pots. I need pots.
Everybody go into that room.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Sorry we ran over just a little bit, but we always end on a truly damning and revealing note. So enjoy. We will be back tomorrow for Waterdeep Dragon Heist for as long as we are able to play that game. Assuming Wizards of the Coast doesn't come out tomorrow and be like, yeah, you can't do that anymore. So hopefully that'll happen because we have another game starting fresh on Saturday, and it would be really annoying if I also can't run that one. So, go around the list and everybody just tell us who you are, where we can find you, and then
We want to do experience real quick.
Oh, yeah, we probably should
Yeah.
do that. Also, Pat, your camera died again.
Oh. How long
Yeah.
is it dead?
I don't know. I just
I don't
noticed
know, like 20 minutes.
Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry.
Deprived us of.
Yeah, we should probably just do experience and then work
Yeah.
our way out.
All right. So, one, did you participate in the session? Oh boy,
Yeah.
did you
Yes.
guys participate?
Everybody participated a lot. This is a big
Uh-huh.
participation day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did your problem or relationships get you into trouble with the capital team?
Yes.
Sure they did.
Yes.
Yep.
Joe
Yes.
kicked someone in the nuts. It was great.
Mhm.
Number 3. Yeah, they did.
I
Number
made us have 3
3.
things this time instead of 1.
Yeah. Were you broken and forced to take a scar?
Yes.
Somebody was.
Free XP, baby.
yeah.
Holding her arm.
Yep. So Astrid gets another experience. Number 4. Did you put yourself in harm's way to resolve the mystery? Oh,
Jermaine
man.
and I sure did.
Definitely you two.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think I put myself in harm's way.
I would say
To resolve the mystery.
Not to resolve the mystery.
No.
I definitely went out of my way to do stuff, but it had nothing to do with the mystery.
Courtney definitely put herself in harm's way going back home.
True.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
And Pat, your camera
I
died.
knew it was gonna be bad. I knew it was gonna be bad. Courtney knew it was gonna be bad, and we did it anyway.
I don't think Ashley was going to shank me at any time during that conversation, so I don't think so.
No. Number 5. Did you learn something new? If so, what?
It's all so bad.
Yeah.
Apparently, you guys didn't do a good job in killing the Oni. Shade in everyone's direction.
Shots fired.
Including my own.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that apparently machines can get cancer, even though Lydia technically learned that, but Jermaine did not.
I learned that a pair of mass girls followed me. and she was Ashley's friend.
Yep. That's
I
true.
learned that my dad's in the asylum now, the mental health facility. That's
He may
probably
not be
really
that
bad.
crazy.
It is definitely a mental health facility and definitely not something else.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, they are definitely on the up and up.
Wink, nudge.
For sure. It's
Definitely
not the same
nothing
model and paint job van with just a license plate thrown on it and a magnetized sticker on the side.
I mean, I learned what Courtney's been going through for the past week, and you know, a couple other things, if that counts.
That counts.
Definitely counts.
All right, so mark up your experience. Everybody, I would like you to tell us who you are and where you're from. Although I do feel like the scene, you know, as it's closing out on that ominous note, we see, you know, Ashley say it's Olwen, giving the name, and as the scene kind of transitions, with you walking away as well, that area, we see the camera kind of pan downward, and into the ground, and then rises again, and it's the other side. And we see someone singing a song. I want to die anywhere but here. As she's walking on water, walking on dark water, as if it were solid, and a paper mask over their face, and she spreads her arms out and says, "Go," and as she falls backwards, disappears into the water. Hey, everybody, where are you from?
Who are you? Where can we find you? Starting with Zanus and working our way around the character list. Yep, there we go.
Hi everybody, I'm Zanus. I'm a traumatized baby. I'm an not safe for work artist. Also do tabletop RPG art. You can find me at Twitter and Tumblr.com/Zanus. And I will be here every Wednesday playing Tremaine Elliott.
Up to Pat.
Hello. My name is Pat, aka Spider Queen Long on the internet, at long_spider for as long as Twitter exists. And you can find me a number of places, but most prominently, up and coming, you can find me as a contributor to this marvelous Kickstarter that is going live later this week. Actually, it could be this week. I'm not sure. Later this month, certainly. Do check it out. I'm making a huge trailer for it, which should be very exciting to see. I'll share that everywhere when it's done. Obviously, it's a whole lot of work, so it's taking some time, but I'm really excited for it. And you know, if the Kickstarter does well, I get more money from it. So I'm really hyped about that. Here's a link tree to find me at various places. I have a Tumblr account now, and I guarantee I will start using it eventually. Yeah, that's me. You know, give me a follow, toss an interested gander at the Kickstarter, and I'll see you next week here. And at the moment, Dragon Eye Blues is on hiatus, but starting not this Saturday, but the Saturday after that, you can expect to see something in that slot. Not the campaign return itself, but a little bit of content to get us back into it. That's me.
All right, up to Sin.
Hey y'all, I'm Crimson Galaxy. That's Krimsin, because I'm not me without a little bit of sin. My pronouns are they, them, she, and they, and I was playing Courtney Cloverfield, the also very fucked up and emotionally turbulent rocker girl who's probably going to be able to write some really good music after all of this bullshit. You can find me on Twitter at sin_gal. Sorry. I'm looking to make some more profiles just in case Twitter goes down, but I am very bad at doing the research to see like what communities people are in like Mastodon and stuff like that, and I'm not much of an artist, so Tumblr's not really gonna be my thing. And yeah, as for the games you can find me in for this coming week, tomorrow I'm actually going to be in 12 over on Horde of Tales, which is actually the same game that Spider Queen Long over here just plugged the new supplement for the Kickstarter. I'm in the game with the creator of the game running it, and it is actually a really, really good story. It's a really good time with a fun system, and y'all should definitely check out that series. On Friday, nothing, because that game ended. My bad. On Monday, though, I'll be back with Cyberpunk Red over on Cybernation Uncensored for episode 3, I believe, of our short run campaign. Gonna have a few episodes left of that, and it's a pretty good time. And then I'll be back here on Wednesday.
Woo. Down to Dukler.
Hi, everybody. I've been playing Joanne Campbell, who is totally not causing her own problems by looking into Otherside. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter, Mastodon, and apparently Tumblr at Dougler93. I'm here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays for Dresden Files RPG, this game, which is a lot of fun, and the D&D Waterdeep, which is also a lot of fun. And you find me over on my own streams every Friday and Saturday for art and games. And that is me.
All right. Shay, go ahead and cap it off.
Hello, everybody. I'm Shay, or Shay the Fae. That is Fay on Twitter. I don't know how long I'm going to be on Twitter. I'll have to bounce to something else once that mess completely burns down. You can find me here on Party White Games most days of the week, where I am either playing in or running, such as this game, and in the games that we do. Hopefully we still have our D&D games, but, you know, Wizards decided to set that on fire too, so we'll see if that burns out soon enough, or if we manage to put it out. We'll find out. Anyway, that's about it for me. Stay tuned.
All right. I don't really have anything else to add other than, hey, thanks for watching. You can check us out most days of the week here because we're not really doing anything else in any other channels at the moment. And we're still working to get our own schedule sorted out. There's a lot of conventions in our future, so kind of hesitant to start other things up when we are going to be kind of busy for most of the months. But we'll see how everything goes. Outside of that, thank you all. Everybody just wave and say have a great night, and we will all see you